I know I was born for this. Don't care for the critics, my words are like physics, a force that they can't stop. They just don't get it, I think they forget I'm not done till I'm on top. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. I believe we can write our story.
All right, everybody, half a day. How you doing? It's Gary Wise, Wise Leadership Solutions, coming today with another Words from the Wise podcast. Hey, before we get into today's guest and we introduce him to the crowd, I want to do a couple of things. Number one, I want to let y'all know that this podcast is sponsored by yours truly and Wise Leadership Solutions. We are here in Ocala, Florida, and we love talking with you about leadership. So if you're interested, talking about organizational leadership, personal leadership, professional, whatever, we're into it. Hit us up. We'll figure something out. Next up, Ocala's Church of Hope, down there off Camp Road here in Ocala. If you're interested in going to a great church, come check it out. And then last but not least, we are sponsored. We are supported. We are, I would say, kept up going, inspired, and our cup is full because of the Vanguard High School Navy Junior ROTC, the Knights Battalion. I love those cadets. Those cadets love us back. And they like listening to these shows and then like giving me feedback on other things we talk about. So thank y'all for supporting them and supporting us as we get into these conversations. Today, I got a shipmate today, man. Today, I got a shipmate that I served with on board the USS Blue Ridge. I was at the 7th Fleet staff. He was a part of the Blue Ridge Chiefs Mess, the Blue Ridge Ships Company. He was an electronics technician by trade. He is currently retired, living in Yokosuka, Japan, working on the waterfront, helping keeping all the ships there ready to go. His name is Master Chief Petty Officer, retired, Dom Taylor. What's up, Dom?
What's up, Gary? How you doing, bro?
Man, I'm doing good, brother. I'm trying to stay busy. We got school starting on Monday, bro.
Yeah, that's right. It's about that time again.
It is, man. I'm actually ready for it. I'm excited. You know, this video probably won't come out for a couple of weeks till after school starts, but, you know, it's so much fun, man. I told the guys that I work with, it's like being on Fast Cruise every day. You know, because it's like they bring all the kids to school, they close all the doors and all the gates, lock it down. And you only got one way in, one way out. That's the quarterdeck. I told them that's the quarterdeck. And we got a mess decks, we got a medical. Like it's just like being on the ship.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
It really is, man. So what's up, Dom? Hey, I'm curious, bro. What made you decide, or what makes you interested in sharing your story with the world, brother?
I don't know. You know, I've been around for a day or two, and as I've, lived on this earth for, a little while, I feel like I got a lot to give back. I did the coaching thing while I was in Japan. I grew up, I was coached by a lot of people. I feel like, I still got a lot to give. That's why I decided to do what I'm doing right now. And, I still want to continue to do that. So if I can help out some young cadets that you got there and anybody else who wants to watch the video, I still want to do that. So I figure this is a great, honor being invited on here by you. And I hope a lot of people get out here and, watch the video.
I think they will, man. Believe it or not, it's people really appreciate authentic stories. People like hearing about regular people just like them that make it work and how you got to wherever you started to where you're at today. Like that's the main thing I get from all the cadets and from all the people that watch the shows is they just love how everyone is so just regular. Like not like none of us are like trying to be extra. We're all just being 100%. But here's the thing. You made it all the way to Master Chief Petty Officer, which means you, my friend, did a lot of things very good well throughout your career, throughout your life. And so I'm very excited to share your story with them because I know that it's going to be an impressive journey because it's not easy to make it to the ranks of Master Chief, right? Let's be honest. People call it the 1% thing, but it's less than that, right? Because first you had to be a person who joined and then went all the way up to where you made it. I bet you that percentage is even lower than 1% based on how many people get out, right? So as we get into this, I am sure there's going to be some good turns to your story. So just so I know, where did you come from before you joined the service? Like where's home?
So I'm actually from San Diego, California. Grew up in Lemon Grove, out there. I started out, So I actually started out living in Lemon Grove, and that's where I started out growing up, doing some things out there. Not the greatest things, living my life. You know, it was
Yeah.
moms and 5 kids. Mom was on the grind doing her things. That's where I probably got my work ethic from her. She was just out there doing her thing, you know, working hard, going to college and trying to raise 5 crazy kids in a mad world, you know?
Yeah, I mean, 5 kids is not a little bit, right? Like that's
No.
especially for what sounds like a single mother.
Yeah.
Was she from Southern California herself?
No, she's actually from North Carolina, a small town called Pollocksville. So yeah, a little itty bitty place that you wouldn't even know was there. I know when we went out to visit grandma and grandpops, you couldn't walk anywhere. I mean, we had a couple neighbors that you could walk to, but everywhere else, bruh, you tried to walk, you're getting attacked by wild dogs. I remember we got chased by a wild hog once, and grandma walked out there with a broom like it was nothing and shoot him away. And here we are trying to run from these things. But yeah, you're not walking anywhere out in Pollocksville. You're taking a vehicle, you're driving somewhere, but out there you're not walking. Then she moves down to the big city of California, and that's where we were raised at.
Now, when I hear Lemon Grove, is that Southeast San Diego?
No, that's just in San Diego, man. It's not Southeast, but it's where we lived. It wasn't, like I said, the greatest part, but yeah, mom's made it work. She raised us up. We weren't dumb, but we were knuckleheads.
Okay. Which high school did you go to in San Diego?
Helix.
Helix? Okay. I lived in Chula Vista for a while. Well, like 7 years. We called it Chula Hoya because I lived on the east side of 805, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you were going through high school, okay, you got 4 brothers and sisters. Are you the oldest, youngest, middle?
No, I'm number 2. I'm the second oldest.
Second oldest. So when you're coming up and you're in high school, what are you thinking about for life after high school? I mean, do you have anything you're interested in, or do you have any ideas what you want to do when you grow up?
So initially I was thinking about teaching, right? So I was going to, during the summers, my mom tried to keep us off the streets as much as possible, but kids are going to be kids and boys are going to be boys. We got outside influence as well. And so by the time I was in my senior year, obviously I had taken the ASVAB. I wasn't thinking about the military at that point in time. We had gone to a lot of like I said, summer school. So by the time I was in my senior year, I realistically only needed 2 classes to graduate. But here I am taking 7 classes. So I felt like I overwhelmed myself. And my brother had joined the Army, and I really had no, there was no real mentorship. There wasn't really nothing. I was doing pretty good in sports, but that was just something to pass the time, so I wasn't really doing anything. And it was just like, I was taking these 7 classes and I got that senioritis hard, man. So here we graduate in June, bro. In May, my voice is pretty deep. I would call in for myself, like, hey, Dom Taylor's not feeling well today or whatever. Yeah. And they would answer the phone and they would not know it wasn't me. Next thing after that, I'm calling my friends. I'm like, yo, let's go to wherever. And we're going out and living our best life. Eventually, I just stopped calling. I stopped going to school, right? So I didn't graduate when I was supposed to graduate. And I only needed 2 classes. And, obviously hindsight being 2020, that was obviously dumb. But obviously, like I said, I just felt like I overloaded myself at that time.
Yeah.
So obviously I'm thinking I'm having to live my best life, hanging out with my friends, no high school degree at the time. And eventually my mom's like, yo, you got to do something with yourself. So she takes me down to Helix and gets me finishing up the 2 classes that I need to finish up. Adult school, I knocked these classes out, and then she's like, yo, you got to get a job. So, I'm going out there putting these applications in. And she's like, yo, what are you putting applications in? I'm like, yo, mom, I'm walking around putting these applications in. Ain't nobody hiring. She's like, you got to go down there. So I'm going to hitting these spots up and, letting them know, like, yo, I put an application in. I'm talking to all these people and still, no calls, no nothing.
Right.
And so my mom's, she works at the naval base and she, she's got connections. So she's talking to all these people and eventually sets me up with an interview. So I get my first job interview over at the Subway. And I'm not no dummy, I dress up in a nice little shirt and tie or whatever, get on my bike. I ride down to the Subway. I do my little interview, and of course, boom, I get my first legit job. And I'm working at the Subway, doing my thing. And eventually I get promoted to assistant manager at another Subway. Meet up with my girl, who's now my wife. Have a kid, doing some crazy things that I ought not to have been doing. Subway ain't paying the bills and living where I ain't supposed to be living. Things are worse off than when I was living with moms. And it was like, yo, I can't be doing this. About to have my son. And then the lady who my mom knew who hired me, her husband was in the Navy. And she was like, why don't you think about the Navy? And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Then, it's simple like that, bro. Like,
When you think about that, you made that sound real simple, bro. But I mean, let's be honest. You got yourself a little job. You got to start making some money. Got into a relationship that's felt real grown, real quick. Right?
Yeah.
Y'all got real serious. Messing around. Y'all had a baby.
Yeah.
I mean, all of that stuff. And how many years was that? All in a year? You think 2 years?
It was all in a couple years. Like, life moved really quick, and it was like I had to grow. I didn't have a choice but to grow up real quick. So, and I knew Subway wasn't paying the bills. My situation wasn't where it should be. Like, yo, how am I going to be providing for my son, this woman who I'm with? I'm living in a situation that isn't healthy for them, and this ain't the business.
I hear that, man. And I think for a lot of guys that grow up in SoCal, the military is a realistic option because you could get stationed back home.
Yeah.
And so they look at, like, whether it's Virginia, whether it's Florida, I was a recruiter, right? It was like the people that wanted to join the military where I was recruiting, they wanted to come back for the Air Force base that was in town or the Coast Guard base that was in town. Because the thought of like leaving where you're home forever is what it feels like, right? Because you don't know. I mean, and that's the thing. So if you are from San Diego, I could see that being a relatively good option. Like you said, your mom worked on the base. You're there on Subway who are serving up food for the sailors that are coming to get the food there, whatever it is. You can see all them. Now you're an assistant manager, so you got leadership potential, but you recognizing that it's not going the way that you want it to go. So when you go to the recruiter, was that an easy? Did you have it? You got your degree already, right? You said you got the
I finally got my degree. But the thing is, the Subway I worked at wasn't on the base. It was like, bruh. It was like, so I'm gonna tell you about this Subway.
You were a base Subway job.
No. So the lady that she knew, her kids were on the base. She worked at the CDC, and like everybody knew moms. Everybody knew her. Right. So she knew this lady who worked there, and the lady worked at the Subway. So that's how she hooked me in. And the Subway that I ended up transferring to the assistant manager spot, it had bulletproof glass, like 2 feet from the ceiling. And I don't know if you know about the check cashing place, but at the check cashing place, you had to slide the money under the little deal.
Yeah.
It had that joint, and you put the sandwich in like this little turnstile joint to turn the sandwich around after bruh. It was that part. It was like that. There was one way in, one way out.
I'm not dying for no sandwich, bro.
It was like that. Like, you couldn't, and the employees who I work with will always leave the back door open. So it was like, what are you guys doing? And you were there.
That's a setup waiting to happen, bro.
Yeah, and I was always the closer, so I was always there late at night by myself. Crackheads coming in, real poor people coming in.
What year was this?
This was the 90, had to be like 95, 96 when I was working in Subway. Right. I had gone, every time I'm back in San Diego, I swing by. There's no bulletproof glass there anymore, but I remember those times. And when the older lady would always come in, obviously she didn't have a lot of money. She would want she would always order like a veggie sandwich or something super cheap. And Subway back in the day, I'm sure they still have it now. They had a recipe for their sandwiches and everything else. So you had to put like X amount of lettuce. For a foot long, it's like 5 tomatoes, 6 pickles, 8 olives. And you had to put that specific amount on there. And what people would I'd be putting that on there, right? And people would look at you crazy. You can't taste no 8 olives on a foot long. Bro.
Count their olives, though. She's like, bro, give me my olives.
Yeah, and so after they tell you, like, can I get some more? You could pile as much. You could put the whole dang thing on there if you wanted to after that, but they have to ask you for more. Otherwise, because you had secret shoppers who would come in who would check to see if
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing, and then they would get the report in and say, you know, Dominique was doing a great job. He was, you know, he did upsell me on whatever. Otherwise, if you put the extra on right away because he was trying to hook up a brother or whatever, nah, you got hit on it. So you had to be by the letter of the law on the stuff until they said, "Can I get some more whatever, please?" And then you could just throw on whatever.
You know what though? I appreciate that though, because I tell my kids all the time at school, like closed mouths don't get fed. If you
Yeah,
think you
yeah,
want
yeah.
more, you gotta communicate, bro.
Oh
You
yeah,
gotta say, and then like you said, then once you ask for more, you can have as much as you want.
oh yeah,
But if you don't ask, you finna get $8 and they ain't gonna get
yeah,
nothing.
yeah.
Okay, so here you go to the recruiter, you got yourself
Yeah.
a chance to go to the military. Did you know coming into the service that you wanted to get involved with electronics?
Nope, never. So only thing I knew about electronics, bro, was that they were cool. You plug it in, it turns on. And electronics was awesome. So I scored pretty good on the ASVAB, and they're like, "What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to work with computers. They're a wave of the future." And I remember specifically saying that. And so they're like, "Okay, I got this great program for you, AECF, Advanced Electronic Computer Fields." They threw me into that, and then I ended up going to Great Lakes, Illinois, and that was so awesome. Not really, because I'm from California, bro.
Yeah. What month did you go to
winter.
boot camp? What month?
Huh?
What month did you go to boot camp?
November.
Oh.
November. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Never seen no snow.
Yeah.
Coldest I ever got was when it rained.
Man.
Bruh.
Yeah, Chicago is not nice when it's the cold, when it's the winter.
Oh,
If they got you a boot camp, you have to shovel in snow. You out there.
Yes, I was. I absolutely was out there. I ain't know no better. So, we're out there shoveling the snow. And so my hands are freezing. So what's a California boy to do when his hands get cold? Run them under some hot water.
Yeah.
Mistake.
It hurts. Like a bunch of icicles in your blood.
Oh yeah, I was dying. I was like, I'm never doing that again. So yeah. Learned my lesson.
Well, so when you get to boot camp, was it what you thought it was going to be though? For real?
I mean, I really didn't know what to expect. It was just, I had watched movies and seen movies, and hey, it is what it is. Do what they tell you to do, and that's pretty much it.
I went to boot camp in '97, and the movie I was watching before I went to boot camp was In the Army Now at like Pauly Shore. Right? Like I didn't have no real understanding of what right? I didn't. So I get to boot camp and it wasn't like that. It wasn't like that, but it was good, man. So you graduate basic training because it's over. It actually goes pretty quick, right? When you look back at it,
it does. Fast. It does.
Then do you go to Naval Training Center, Great Lakes afterwards?
Yep. Pretty much just walk right across the street and go right. So basically, go right over there, and you're on hold forever. So you're on hold. You're cleaning the barracks, maintaining the barracks until you class up for your basic electronics course. And that course is like at this point in time, they're doing it different than they are now. At this point, you're going like electronic engineering level classes, and that's for like 6 months.
Yeah. So, and your wife and your baby are still in San Diego.
They're still in San Diego at the time. I'm not married yet.
Right? Oh, really? So, okay.
Yeah, I'm not married yet. So I'm doing this class thing, and then over a long weekend during basic electronics, I have to submit a request sheet to get married. So I submit a request sheet. They're like, okay, approved. I fly back over the weekend. And of course, I have a test when I come back. And of course, we get married. I come back. I rock the test. Rock meaning fail. I fail this test hard. And of course, so now I have to go to extra study. Because rock as in you're dumb.
I'm getting married, bro. Like,
yeah. As in you're dumb as a rock. So, I rock that test. I come back, I go to remediation, and then I study and I pass the test, no problem. And eventually I pass the course. I end up flying my wife and them all out here, my wife and my son, get a place out in Waukegan, and then everything is gravy. And I keep on going through the class.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, what was it like being a young sailor right out of boot camp? Yeah, you got a family in San Diego, but you also get some liberty on the afternoons. Are you walking around the base? Are you going out in town with some friends while you're killing time? Are you just kind of laying low, waiting for her to get out there, or what?
I'm laying low actually studying. I still have my books and my binder of my my study material. Matter of fact, I have it at work of
Okay.
all my study material that I have.
Nice.
So I still have that at work. I was studying pretty hard to pass that course because I had a purpose. I knew I was there.
So you had that first 6-month course. You bring her out there.
Yep.
What's next after that?
So next I'm on hold again, and then I actually go to A school. So again, then where you're either going to comm side or you're going to radar side, and then it's not, you don't get to pick. It's like a flip of the coin or whatever. So I ended up going to the comm side.
Okay. And when you comm side, that means you're the one working. What are you working on? Are you working on antennas? Are you working with the
Yeah,
ITs to keep their gear up?
pretty much. Yeah, I'm on the communication side of the house, and then once again inside there, you know, because I'm really reading into this electronic engineering portion of the course, it's like down to the component level, resistors, capacitors, that type of stuff. I'm like going deep, and you're not supposed to go deep in in one of these specific courses. Funny as it is, it's one of the radio's transmitters called the T827, and I'm troubleshooting this thing down to the component level. And I get to the fault, and I'm like, "Yo, here's what it is." And they're like, "You're not supposed to troubleshoot that far." So of course, what do? I go to ARB, Academic Review Board, and then yeah,
That's
and of course
crazy.
I'm
So
getting
you went
yelled
through
at
an
by the
ARB
chief.
because you
Yeah,
did too much?
yeah. They want us troubleshoot down to the module, but I'm troubleshooting down to the thing. And of
Yeah,
course, you know, I'm like, yo, based on this, that, and the other, this is what it is. And they're like, you're
yeah.
not supposed to troubleshoot that far. And I'm getting yelled at by the chief or whatever.
But,
I'm
it's making sense for you though, right? Like you're putting it
yes,
together, you're taking it all the way. I, you know, I- whatever, bro. Like that's crazy to me. So how long is it? How long are you in school totality before you get the chance to go to the fleet?
almost. Let's see, I didn't go to the fleet, so I didn't go to the fleet until like May of '98.
Damn.
So I started in November '96. I got to my first ship in May of '98.
Ooh. What was boot camp like at Christmas?
Cold.
Just
It was
cold?
cold. It
Y'all
was
didn't get to
cold,
do
bro.
nothing fun?
No. I think we got to go to Ricky Heaven maybe once or twice. It was, I think maybe once. It was like, hey, who wants to go shovel snow? And I raised my hand like, yeah, I'll go shovel snow. Why not? You know, I went out there
Yeah.
before. It's not that big a deal. Let me go do something. I'm not just going to sit here. So I volunteered to go shovel snow, but it wasn't shoveling snow. It was like, yeah, go to Ricky Heaven for 30 minutes or something like that. So I was like,
Oh,
okay,
that's awesome.
cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Okay. All right. So now when you're coming out of your schooling, after being, because do you come out of school a third class petty officer?
No. So again, you had to wait until your time and rate. So I came out of out of boot camp. I got automatic E3. Then I got push button once my time and rate was up. So after basic electronics, once again you're on hold until you class up for A school. After A school or during basic electronics, it was you pick either FC or ET. I chose ET. I got ET. Lucky for me. And then you're on hold again, and then you figure out where you're going to go. And I got good old Norfolk, Virginia. And my first ship, a frigate, FFG 52 USS Carr out of Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay. So you get one of the little bitty buddies. You get,
Oh yeah, right off the bat,
yeah.
which was awesome, which
And
was actually
so
pretty awesome.
well, the good thing about the small boats is you get the chance to network like crazy. You get the chance to work on a lot of gear because there's
Yep,
not a lot of
absolutely,
people,
absolutely.
right? What part of Virginia are you living at? Do you remember?
Norfolk.
You're living in Norfolk?
Yep.
I mean, 'cause I'm thinking like, okay, you're from San Diego. Y'all just spent about 18 months in Chicago, Waukegan area, if that, and now you're in Virginia. So, which is a whole nother place in its own, right?
Yep.
That right there has got to be an experience because I never had a house that young, plus a family. Is your wife enjoying the travel? Is she enjoying the different locations, or is she missing California?
So she missed it a little bit, but you know, her family, she wasn't real close with moms. It was always kind of an estranged relationship. So it was really just us.
Okay.
So
now you get to the ship. Work there is a whole lot different than you being in class up in Great Lakes, right? What was that like when you got to your first ship? What was that first day like? Do you remember that first day on board?
Oh, I absolutely do remember. I will never forget the first day. So my very, very first day, you know, I walk on board brand new, not knowing nothing. I'm just nervous as all get out.
Yeah.
And I walk on board, and the very first person who I meet is the OD. It's MA1 Greener at the time. And I got my sea bag on. I got my orders in my hand. He's a shipmate. You're not going to salute my flag? And I'll never forget that, you know?
Yeah.
So, of course, I salute the flag, and I come on board, and he introduces himself as MA1 Greener, and he takes me down to the shop or whatever to meet the rest of the ETs. And that was my very first introduction to my very first ship.
Nice. Were you in your dress uniform and all that? Like you're
I was
supposed
in
to
my
be?
dress uniform and all that. Yep.
Nice. I mean, what was that like? So how'd you get to the pier that day? Did you drive your own car to the pier and like park?
Oh, no. No, I think they came and got me if I recall, but that's yeah, I think they came and got me. But yeah, I remember that.
Okay. On that ship, how big is your shop?
People wise,
Yeah.
let's see. Obviously, we had the chief, the warrant officer. We only saw him very rarely. We saw a chief every now and again. We had 2 first classes. So then we had DSs at the time. We had 3 of those. 1, 2 IC3s.
Is that was that a data specialist?
So yeah, data system technicians. So those guys shifted over. Some of them went to FC, some of them went to ET. And then we had a handful of ETs. So maybe about 10, 12 people, maybe.
Okay. It's not bad. So
this
was
is our
it
shop.
6 section duties?
I think so, yeah. 5 or 6. It wasn't crazy bad.
Yeah, and that's not too bad. So when you get there, what do you when you look at your first ship, right? Because how long do you spend on that ship? Do you do 3 years, 2 years, 5 years?
3.5 years. So I should have did 4, but back then, you know, your sea duty time was based on your pay grade. So because when I went to my first sea schools, I put on 3rd at my sea school. They're like, oh no, we're gonna put your 3rd on before you go to the ship, so you can be a 3rd class when you get to the ship. Yeah. So at school they put on my 3rd. Then when I got to the ship, I was a 3rd class. So got to the ship as a 3rd class. I should have did 4 years, but then I got capped command advanced on the ship. So then as soon as that happened, I put in a 1306 and changed my seashore from 42 to 36 or from 48 to 42.
Nice.
So chopped off that extra 6 months.
When you got to the ship, did you feel like your schools prepared you well for the job? Because I remember on my ship, especially when I was CMC, I would get a lot of these kids for like the ET shop. They would get to like 3rd class, and they would look like they had no idea what they were getting into but we were an older ship. I was on Ashland, right? So you'd have these kids go to school for all this other equipment. They'd come to an old ship and they would not have the equipment they thought they were going to be working on, you know? And so the chief would be having to teach them a lot of stuff on the job. For that frigate, because that was an older class of ship.
Yeah.
How was that with your training at the school?
So I would say with just like any of these schools, it's a familiarization with the stuff. They don't really, I'm not gonna say they don't really prepare you as well as I believe that they should. I'm gonna say there's a lot of times where you go to these schools and bruh, they're letting you out at 11:30. Lunchtime, and you're not really putting in that work that you need to get out to the fleet and be the technician you need to. I don't think I get it. Yeah. Liberty, I got it. And this is the shorting for the instructors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it, bro, but I get it. But what I'm saying is what needs to be understood is like, yo, when you go out there and it's time to do the thing, this is where your money's going to be made. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's lost.
I agree. I think that's spot on, bro, because yes, at a college, you're not spending 8 hours a day in class, right? So my son is looking at going to the fire school, the fire college, right here in Ocala. The fire college is like 190 whatever hours, but you're going Monday through Friday, 8 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and they're gonna bust your butt in that school, bro. It ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Whereas, like you said, a lot of my military schools, it was literally like, how fast can we blow through all this real quick and get out by lunch? And then you get to the fleet and you don't really have any good information. But it's because they're like, we're built up this culture of on-the-job training, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a disservice because you're paid to be a maintenance man like very quickly.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. You shouldn't need 6 months of OJT for you to get your 301 qual and start doing PMS, right? And when I was on the ship, and I was a DC before I went CMC. That's a lot of PMS.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
Like,
yes,
bro,
there
you're
is.
not gonna get qualified because you worried about a dang spot check. We got problems,
Yeah,
bro. You
yeah,
what we talk about? You
yeah,
know, so I feel you, man. And I think that's definitely one area that the Navy needs to look at. I think another thing
yeah.
is I think they should look at aligning enlisted people to platform specific, right?
Oh, man, me and you are on the same page, bro.
Yeah.
Because I think of it like this. So if you're platform specific, you are going to be a specialist on that platform,
Yeah.
right? So when you go to shore duty, guess what you're going to do? You're going to support that same platform. You're going to get some additional schools on top of the ones that you already have for, guess what? That same platform. So when you go back again, you're already going to be schooled up on what you already know for the platform, plus extra stuff on that platform. So you're going to be 2 times the asset. The amount
I
of
agree.
qualifications that you got to do are going to be a little bit less. So I see it as a win-win. Is it going to be a little bit harder for some because you're going to get a whole lot more underway? Yeah, but what I say to that is you need to, for those people, I think that you should increase a little bit maybe for the advancement piece. Maybe you get some bennies in some other way, shape, or form. But I think that it's going to pay dividends in the end on the training side and the efficiency side when it comes to you being a more knowledgeable technician or whatever you are in your pay grade for that class of ship.
You know what they should do, bro, to your point, is make sea duty ribbons count more for promotion,
Yeah.
right, than like NAMs.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Big time.
Like, right, sea duty. I remember I was Bellawood, my first ship overseas duty in Sasbo, and we would get a sea duty ribbon and an overseas ribbon for every year overseas, right? And so if they made sea duty ribbons count more, because in the States, you only get ribbons for your underway time, that underway counter for you to qualify for the sea ribbon. I think that would matter. But I've seen people like they do frigates and they do DDGs their whole career, then they go to an aircraft carrier and they'd be like, oh Lord, like I don't know why they're not ready. They're overwhelmed. Or if you're a guy who grew up on aircraft carriers, you used to having this whole group of people to always rely upon. You go to that small boy where there ain't that group of people, you supposed to be such matter expert, you about to get found out real quick.
Right? Oh yeah, like, big time. Yeah, you ain't lying, bro.
And there's no and the other thing is pre-com ships, like new builds, right? Mm-hmm. You get all this training for a PC group, like an LPD 17 class or like an LCS. And then after you make chief or whatever, now you get out of there and go to another kind of a ship. And all that training goes with you. But I also understand this, like you can't be competitive with your peer group for like making rank because it's hard to make senior chief or master chief on an LCS when you're competing with guys on aircraft carriers or on steamships or whatever it is. Okay, so remove that from the equation and do like they do for the nukes, right? Or do like they do for those subcategories and break them down because, man, I feel like the Navy really needs to drill it, at least for the surface Navy, into platform specific and do like the submariners do a little bit. And maybe even like the aviators do, right? When you got an aircraft, that's your aircraft you work on. That's it. You don't go to other places. What was your first ship like? Y'all deploy?
Oh yeah, all the time. Not like 7th Fleet. We, unfortunately, we did a whole lot of go to this op box, stay in your op box, and that was to me that now that I went to 7th Fleet, it was like this is kind of boring. Go, get in your op box, go op box, hit a lot of ports and stuff, but it was op box, go to op box, do this, that, and the other. So yeah, we went underway a whole lot, but we stayed in the op box a whole lot. We didn't do a whole lot of stuff like we did over in 7th Fleet.
But that was also pre 9/11, right?
Yes. It was so on my first ship we experienced, I was getting ready to transfer shortly after 9/11.
Okay.
So I was on the ship. Matter of fact, I had duty the day before 9/11. I was just coming off duty and we had just got back from a deployment and I had left all my stuff on board and then 9/11 happened and we just did duty section turnover and they're like, hey, a plane crashed into the Twin Towers. I was like, man, whatever. No, they didn't.
Yeah.
And sure enough, they turned on TV and boom, there it was. Everybody got recalled and boom, there we were.
Yeah. Waiting to figure out what happens next. Yeah. And then, of course, that changes the operational schedule because before 9/11, it was just like a bunch of operational practice.
Yes.
Right. And then after 9/11, it got to be a little bit different or a lot different. So where'd you go after the car?
So I went to Naval Strike and Air Warfare Center in Fallon, Nevada.
Ooh. I have heard a lot of things about Fallon, Nevada, and not much good, bro. What do you have to say about Fallon? Did you like it there?
So,
Did you hate it?
so when I went there and I worked at basically it was like an IT spot. So I went there. I was there for 3 years. My job ended up being I was there to fix printers. So I was like, okay, I'm here to fix printers and work on the network. All right, cool. That's what I'm gonna do. So I went there for that time, and then I ended up going to Iraq for 6 months. This was like when it happened early. So we're in the office doing our thing, and they're like, hey, ET1, Chief of Staff wants to see you. I'm like, why does Chief of Staff want to see me? What did I do? I'm just a dude who walks around, fixes people's printers, and fixes their computer. That's all I do. Why does Chief of Staff want to see me? So I'm sitting in here stewing, trying to figure out like what I did wrong. Why does Chief of Staff want to see me? You know, I'm just a regular old dude. Yeah. So I go into the office and nobody wants to look at me. My chief is there, my Devo's there, the other first class is there, and Chief of Staff is there, and nobody's looking at me. So Chief of Staff is like, ET1, you're the last person I want to piss off. I'm like, what is this all about? I have no idea what's going on, bro. Yeah. I've never met. I may have said hi to Chief of Staff in passing, but I have never talked to Chief of Staff ever. Yeah. So I don't know. I've never been angry at anybody, never yelled at anybody because this command is like super chill. So I don't know where this is coming from. So she hands me these orders, and it's basically like, you know, that being that we have not been able to find anybody with your set of skills, you know, we've selected you and you're going to Iraq. And it's like, I forget, it was like, I want to say it was like October or something. It was like very short fuse.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're
what year was that?
It was Baghdad.
But what year was that?
Let's see. I want to say it was, I'm trying to remember. I know it was early on. I have to get back to you on that date. But
well, it was like super early 02, on. Right?
I want to say it was before that. Wait, no, because I transferred there in 2001. Yeah, it might have been around the 02 time because, it was because I transferred off the car in 01, and it had to be around the
because they did Afghanistan for just a little bit, then they went to Iraq, and I was so pissed off when they started doing the individual augmentation crap with the Navy, bro. Like I was so mad because for a few reasons. Number one, because after 9/11 kicked off, nothing against. I got to the fleet in 03, and I was ready to go to sea, bro. I was ready to go out and do my job. I was a DC man, more than happy to go out and serve my country, right? But then they start pulling sailors to go from shore duty or from other duty stations to go drive trucks, to go do some crazy stuff for the Army. And it's like, hold on. All I'm hearing is the Navy is not as important as we think we are, because what you need me to do, I'm a hot body, right? I'm a hot body to go carry a gun. And I remember I made DC-1, and the guy that was supposed to be the LPO got IA'd to Gitmo because he had been a brief security guard before, you know, and he got a 12-month IA, came back and had to go on deployment with the ship. Like he got double jacked, right? And so what's the skill set that you had? Were you like Jason Bourne, bro? Like they needed you?
No, it wasn't even that. It was like crypto repair. So I was like, okay, so I'm gonna go out there and repair crypto. Easy day. So in the crypto repair class, so it was like you couldn't take anything out of the class, you couldn't bring anything to the class. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out there and repair crypto, no problem. So of course they're like, yeah, you need to go home and tell your wife. So of course I go home and tell my wife, and she's like, why do you gotta go? And it was a big deal or whatever. And it was like, well, it's the Navy, it's the military. They tell me where I gotta go, and I kind of gotta go. So I go out there, I go to Fort Bliss, Texas, I get my training on, and then I go out to Iraq, and I'm there with some other Navy folks, an Air Force person. And I'm in charge of ITs who know crypto stuff and an Air Force person who's also a crypto person. There is no crypto repair for me to do. My job is to basically issue crypto to people. They're like, yo, so here's what's going to happen. People are going to come in. I'm in charge of the night shift. People are going to come in. They're going to want crypto. You check their credentials. If they have it, you give them crypto. If not, they don't get it. I'm like, that's it? Like, yep, that's it. Okay, no problem. And everybody's worried like, oh, I'm going to go to jail over crypto. I'm like, if that's it, that's not a problem. If they don't have the credentials, they don't get it.
Yeah.
So we're sitting, and it's like one of them Expando vans, you know, where the sides come out and the room gets bigger kind of thing. That's all it is. We're surrounded by Constantino wire. So we're sitting in there, and there's always this 0700 brief every morning. And so this dude rolls up, a civilian, and they're checking his credentials, and he doesn't have his stuff. And they're like, ET1, he doesn't have his credentials. They're like, okay, he doesn't get crypto. So he makes this big old fuss, like, I'm gonna go get the colonel. I'm like, okay, go get the colonel. So he leaves and everything's cool. People are coming in and out and getting their crypto. And then this banging on the door comes. And sure enough, some colonel rolls up and he's yelling and screaming. And I let him know straight up, like, sir, if you don't have the credentials, I cannot issue you crypto. I'm not breaking any rules for anybody. And after I said that, he backed down and he chills. And he's like, well, go get the chief. So in the Army, the warrant officers hate being called warrant. They want to be called chief. So I go and grab the warrant officer who's in charge. And he says, I'll take the crypto and I'll take it over. I said, Roger that. So he comes up and he gets the crypto and he takes it. It's as simple as that. So it wasn't like a crazy hard job. You just follow the rules. It's as simple as that.
I just
that's
feel
all
like,
I did.
It was the first time that I think I realized how fast we can go from being just the Navy, Army, Air Force, Marine Corps to being the Department of Defense. And we all got to get, you just fit where you get put and you got to figure it out. Right. And I think the other part was we recognized how much planning they did not do for that invasion. Because what I learned throughout my career was part of deciding if you're going to take action is, do we have the logistics? Do we have the resources? Do we have the people? And when you got to start pulling hot bodies from other places to plug them in, you didn't put a lot of thought to that, bro.
Nope. No.
And I think that we as a society, technology was like keeping up with the war on terror, right?
Yeah.
Like it was like we went from barely having cell phones to like the towers get hit and all of a sudden everyone got Blackberries, Blueberries, Messenger. Like the internet was just flying, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have gone that fast if it wasn't for the war on terror, because they were just making advances left and right and then leveraging it to just continue to improve things. Yeah, craziness. So you made ET2 on the ship, Cap.
Yeah.
Did you make ET1 off the test?
So I made ET1 while I was on shore duty at INSOC. Like I said, then I went to Iraq. I did the crypto thing. I even went and picked up crypto, and while I was in Iraq, because nobody else wanted to do it, I was like, yeah, sure, no, well, I'll go. Somebody had to go do it, so I figured, if it was my time, it was going to be my time. So let me, somebody's got to do it. Nobody else going to go. I'll go ahead and do it. So I went ahead and did that. Obviously, I'm still here, so everything went good.
What were they worried about? They were just worried about being targeted because you were carrying crypto?
Yeah, because we had, there was always mortar attacks on the base, and I grew up around gunfire, gunshots, and what's crazy was, bro, what's crazy was when there was gunshots and gunfire, as crazy as I am, I kind of just like rolled over like it was no big deal. It's like, oh yeah, it's gunfire. I'm just gonna go back to sleep, or I just rolled over. But there was some close mortar attacks, but yeah, there was some attacks. We even had some civilians who they were telling everybody like on the base, like, yo, don't go outside the gate, because what they're doing is they're shooting out the tires, and what people would do is you get your tire shot out. What are you gonna do? You're gonna get out and investigate, see what happened. What any normal person would do? Then they would obviously shoot you. So sure enough, they shot out the one dude who wasn't listening, a civilian, got out, investigated. He got shot. Luckily, it was in the foot, but he got in and was lucky enough to get away.
Yeah.
But
I look back on those years, 01 to about 2008-09. It was just crazy out there, man. All the people that I've spoken to, all my friends that were out there, it was just. And when they come back to the regular Navy, it's hard for them to get back into the regular Navy swing of things, because they've been out there doing this stuff with the Army, even for the Marines, right? I remember when they brought the Marines back to the ships, the Marines were like, screw this. We'd rather be in Iraq kicking in doors and like doing stuff. We stuck on these ships doing training again. This is not it, right? But they had to bring them back because they're not supposed to be doing trench warfare, urban combat. They're supposed to be doing, amphibious assaults. That's what they're supposed to be doing, right? We're not supposed to be doing what we're doing in Iraq. That was crazy. So when you come back from Iraq, how much more time do you have left before you transfer?
So I have about 6 months. So here's another. So while I was there, one last thing while I was there. So this is where, as I was in the Navy, I wasn't, during this time, there wasn't all this information about the chief this and chief that. I knew I had a chief. I know you don't mess with the chief. What chief says goes. That's what you knew about chief. I knew there was a chief initiation and all that stuff, because one of my friends, my LPO at the time, had made chief, and he's like, I was like, why are you running around with this chair with this brick in it? You'll figure it out one day.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Hey, I was the same way, bro. Like I never paid it no because I was getting off work going home. I wasn't like
Yeah.
chasing after dudes to be a
Yeah.
part of a club. I was
Yeah.
busy, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I also didn't give it a lot of attention. But did you find out you made chief in Iraq?
No, it's on the next ship I went on. So
Okay.
so anyway, so I get back to the Naval Strike and Air Warfare Center, and I'm getting ready to transfer, and the ESO's like, hey man, you're getting ready to transfer? We're gonna submit this. You can take the chief's exam early.
Yeah.
Just get this waiver, take it down to the mass chief down in school where you're going to. He'll sign it. You can take the exam early. I'm like, all right, cool. So I go down to San Diego while I'm in school, and I got my waiver, my request chit, and I take it to the mass chief, and he's like, hey, mass chief from ET1 Taylor, I give him the whole spiel, and he takes my paperwork and he looks at it and he kind of just throws it back. No. And this time I've been there for 8 years, and I'm like, and I can't. What am I supposed to do? Like argue with? I don't know this dude. This dude don't know me. So I pick up my paperwork and I got to roll out, all pissed off.
Yeah.
You know. So then I finished my school. I go to my next ship, which is a carrier, right? Carrier. And
What ship?
the USS Abraham Lincoln, CVN 72, out of Everett, Washington.
Yeah.
Right. So I go to there, and I will never forget this. When I first go to the carrier, the ship is pulling in, and this red Corvette is coming off the ship. And I'm like, what is that? And they're like, that's the Big Bucks Bingo Prize. Like, what? Yeah, they do it big, bro.
Yeah. That part. Aircraft carries a whole nother world, man.
Oh yeah, it was a different animal.
Was that the first time you ever saw a carrier in real life? Was when you got to your ship?
I might have saw one out in the water when we were floating around, but beyond that, that was probably the first time that I saw one and was on board. That was the first time I was on board one.
For sure. It's a big ship, bro. First
It
time I
is.
saw an aircraft carrier, I was like, oh my God, that's huge.
Yeah, it is massive, especially compared to the frigate. It was massive.
Bro, we put a frigate in Hangar Bay 1.
Oh yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
People have no idea, right?
Yeah.
That's like when I was on the Bellwood, we'll put a frigate in our well deck, bro. These ships are big, and it's a lot of real estate. It's a lot of real estate. And so when you get now, you're a first class petty officer coming off of it was an IA, right? When you were in Iraq.
Yep.
Okay. You got 8-9 years in the Navy, but you're having a pretty good career by this point, and you're up for chief. What are your thoughts when you get to the carrier? Oh, and what did you think about Washington, bro?
Washington was my wife. Washington was good. It was green. I just got there. It was my wife liked it. I was never there because I was on the ship. We were always gone.
Ain't that something? I used to tell people don't understand when I tell them that, right? I'll be like, my wife lived in San Diego. My wife lived in Japan. I would visit once in a while.
Yeah. That's pretty much what it was.
Yeah, I used to be like, yo, I gotta go to this port more often, bro. There's a kid that looks like me. There's a lady with the same last name and thinks I'm cute. Like, I gotta go here more, bro.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because they always have us Hayes Gray and underway, man.
Yeah, that's it.
So when you get there as an ET1, how many ET1s are in your division? Do you remember?
So there are. I think I was number 5. I'm the most junior one. Okay. So my sponsor, the first question they asked me was not like, "Hey, bro, how you doing? Where you staying at?" None of that. It was, "How long you been in?" I'm like, "What?" Yeah, that was his first question to me.
Hey, it's like prison, bro. I want to see your paperwork, dog.
Yeah. What you do? How long you been in? When's your court date?
Yeah.
He didn't
they want to know if you're gonna make cheap before them or not. That's what they want to know.
He wanted to know. He wanted to check out the competition.
Right.
That's really what it was. I found, because I come in, uniform press, boots polished, looking good, and that's what he wanted to know. How long you been in? And he was a little heavy set dude, so he was the LPO.
Okay.
Right. He was the LPO. The other first class, he didn't want nothing to do with. He was trying to do his time and get out. So he was the departmental 3MA. The other one was in safety. She liked to, people would always talk bad about her. So what she would do is she would walk into a space with her jacket on, right? And she would have a recording device on there. She would leave her jacket on there, and then she would walk out the space. Yeah.
Oh man. You know
bro.
what's so crazy is I'm not even surprised.
Yeah,
Bro, you know what? I've seen that at least two other times in my career where people are trying to get dirt on people so they can
yeah.
use it on them. Like, if I get written up, I got stuff on you,
Oh
right?
yeah.
I remember I had a first class petty officer at DRB tried to throw back some stuff on my Chiefs mess. Like, well, I got this, I got that. And I was like, you think just because you got that man in trouble, it's gonna stop you from being in trouble? He can
Yeah.
stand next to you, bro. I don't really
Yep.
care. You're
Yeah.
still in trouble, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like, come on. I
Like,
was like, are you serious?
yeah,
But
that's
yeah, that's so
crazy.
I was the most junior dude. So I'm like, I'm not even worried about it. You know, I'm here to do a job. Let me do my
Yeah,
job. So what they
yeah,
had me doing was basically I'll move from work center to work center to work center to work center, fixing the work center. It's like, all right, that's my job. Cool. Let me do my job. So I did that for a little bit. And as I'm doing the 3M reports, I'm in the office with the chief and the divo. I'm not even paying attention to them. They're talking about whatever. And next thing you know, I'm hearing them yelling back and forth. And the chief shuts up for a minute. And then Divo's just going in on Chief. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Next thing I know, I'm hearing ET1 Mendenhall is fired. ET1, you're the LPO. And that's from the Divo. I'm like, roger that, sir. And that's how I became the LPO.
Was your Divo, was it an LDO or was
Yeah,
it a
but
straight up
he was a
Divo?
first class LDO.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Him and Chief was getting at it. Hey, how
Yeah.
was it with the junior sailors there, bro? Because you probably had a pretty significant amount of junior ETs,
Yeah.
right?
We did. We had a good amount. So what had happened was ET1, the other ET1 had failed the PRT. So at this point in time, he had to pass a PRT every 6 months. So what he was doing was he was standing watch and doing PT, standing watch and doing PT. And me, I was like, I can't just let the division stuff fall off. So let me go ahead and pick up this ball and I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this stuff. Let me just make sure this stuff is getting done because I'm not trying to have Chief get jacked up and the sailors fail stuff. So let me make sure this stuff is getting done. That's all I was doing. And then all of a sudden, I don't know, they knew something was going on. They knew what was happening. So that's how I ended up getting the job. But yeah, we had a significant amount of sailors. Yeah, we had a bunch of sailors.
Well, and I think that, first of all, it's not the first time I heard that for a person, especially an E6 or senior, that fails the BCA or fails the PFA, they now get the luxury of all they got to do is work out and do bare minimum, right? Which to me is a completely wrong message to send to the sailors.
Agree.
Right? Like, that's just, don't get me wrong, I'm not the tallest guy in the room, but guess what? I work my ass off to make it, right?
Yeah.
And I can see you being AJ squared away. I can see you coming with this experience and this background, and here you are playing your position. And they got looking at these other first class. You got this one guy who's like, oh, I'm getting out, so I'm on the road program. What's that even mean, bro? Like, stop. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
You got this female who's telling everyone she recording everybody with her James Bond trickery.
Yeah.
So they got her in training because they know she had problems.
Yeah.
Like, so these young sailors, I know they got to be looking for someone to look up to.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to be proud of their shop, their rate, their community, right? It's just one of those points of pride. And learning how to troubleshoot, learning how to repair things, learning how to do things. I have no doubt that you were probably filling that gap for them. And I wonder what the Chiefs' problem was. Like, why was he yelling with the Divo when it sounds like it was an easy answer, right?
I have no idea. I would say, I would say pride. I would say pride. I would say, kind of like even now, like when you talk to people and you call out their guy might be wrong, but this is kind of like your kid, right? Your kid might be wrong, but initially off rip, that's my kid, so I'm gonna protect my kid.
Yeah.
Your kid might be wrong right now at the jump. You want to protect your kid.
Yeah, I hear that. But at the end of it all, Chief got to recognize he ain't doing a good job leading his kid. Right?
Yep. And nobody likes to be told that.
PFA, dude. Like, come on, you got to get past that. On the reverse, I also had a tour where I had a hardcore DCA who was a first tour. He was a chief who went LDO, but he was only a chief for like a day, right?
Yeah.
And he went LDO. And then I had a chief who didn't get selected for LDO. So there's a little animosity there. And the chief was just always super negative all the time. I was like, nope, we can't do it. No. Whereas the LDO was Yes, we're going to figure out a way to get there. And
Yeah.
I found a lot more success with that guy, which is why I thought I was going to go LDO, truth be told, until I went through initiation. Initiation changed it for me big time, right? But when I took the Chiefs test, I thought I was going LDO because I really liked his get down, right? I liked how he was carrying himself, and I liked the idea of not having to deal with all the problems of the people all the time and focus more on the job. You know, what were you thinking at that point in your career? I mean, I know you're fixing the shops. I know you're on a carrier, you're the LPO, but have you thought yet about what your next career step might be?
No, honestly, no. Whatever, I was just like, you know, whatever happens, happens. I'm just here doing the thing. And I honestly, you know, hindsight being 2020, I was like, man, it's crazy that I wasn't even thinking about none of that stuff. I was like, yeah, whatever happens, happens. Wherever the Navy sends me, I'll go. And that's really where my head was at. And so I take the Chiefs exam for the first time actual, and I miss it by like a couple points. And all of a sudden, all these Chiefs are like digging into me. Like, what the heck is wrong with you? Why are you missing it? You would have made it. And that's what it was like. These dudes who I don't even know, like one of them knew me, and she was like my mentor, like one who really knew me, and the rest of them somehow knew me, right? Because I guess they knew what I was doing, but the rest of them knew me, and they're all like getting at me, like, what is wrong with you? Why aren't you making it? Why didn't you make it? Why didn't you study harder? And then the next time I do make it, and then of course, you know, I go through the season, and that's some craziness on the carrier.
Oh, it is. It is. People don't know. Like, I did 3 initiation cycles on George Washington, and I was a player in the mess, man. That's a hard mess to go through initiation on because you got a wide diversity of chief petty officers.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you do.
Yeah, it ain't like just like a small surface, like a DDG, you got a small surface mess. No. On a carrier, you got the Airedales, you got the nukes, you got everybody, bro. And if you got underway, you got the air wing. Like, it could be a lot.
Yeah, we did everything. Everything was done underway. Everything. So it was there was no escape. There was no breaks. There was no escape, bro. The little bit of time we did spend in port, there was still no escape. So it was brutal. But what was crazy was, you know, I didn't get messed with a whole lot. And I asked about that. They're like, well, they know what you do. There's a lot of whole other people who need attention.
Yeah.
So, and this kind of brings me back. Like, so remember what I said? So I was at 8 years and I asked for that waiver thing.
Yeah.
So going through, there was a CT who made it at 8 years. And I was like, that could have been me because I didn't really know nothing. I hadn't done I did a little bit of leadership stuff, but I hadn't really cut my teeth on leadership stuff and LPO stuff. And, you know, I hadn't had a lot of time in the leadership seat. And I bet you that CT was in that same spot. However, he made it. And I bet you I'd have been in that same seat had I not went to the carrier and got all that leadership stuff done before that. I got in that seat. I got all the stuff. So by the time that I actually made it, I think at that point in time, I think I was a whole lot more prepared than that dude was. And he wasn't. So when he got there, he was just like overwhelmed and he just wasn't really ready for that spot.
Hey, do you notice though, the one thing about my season was they made me never be in charge. They would never let me lead nothing.
Yeah, I was never in charge.
And I asked them about that too at the end, right? Because I'm like, there was 9 of us on LPD, and they was, and I'm the youngest one, and they was like, get wise. We all know you can lead no problem. You got to learn how to follow, bro. Like you got to learn how to follow a line. And I was like, okay, fine. But that was it. They was just like, you know, I would turn up my mouth, shut up. We don't care what you got to say, you know?
Yeah.
and looking back on it, they want to bring those guys up that are a little bit more timid or a little quieter and give them that opportunity. Because once you put the anchors on, bro, it ain't no chief coming to save you, right? If you jack it up, that's a wrap.
Yep.
It's sad.
All you.
So you make chief your second time on board the ship. You make it.
Yeah.
So you're there for 2 more years as a chief?
No, it's time for me to go. It's actually time for me to go.
Oh, really? So
yeah, because I'd have been an early candidate when I take it. Yeah, it's time for me to go. Like I spent like I think another 6 or 8 months there, and then it was like time for me to go. So it was almost perfect that I made it, and then I bounced.
So when you were on board the Lincoln, did you go on any deployments like to the Persian Gulf or anything?
Yeah, we did like 2 deployments.
2 deployments, okay. How was deploying on the carrier versus deploying on the frigate?
It was, like you said, a whole lot more people. It was still routine because we were gone for a long time, but it was a whole lot more people. It was a whole lot more people. I would say that I got to, like, me and a very good friend of mine who we still talk to this day. We were on the combat system side, and we were alternate CSAL. So our mission was to be the best that we were in that spot. So, and we, in my opinion, we were the best. So good that they had to come up with nonsense to beat us. So, yeah. So, everybody likes a pre-stage during GQ. And of course, we were no different. So we had, basically what we were doing is we had basically got on the carrier, they had these large printers. So we printed out a large, I don't know if you're ever familiar with T-Sims?
Uh-huh.
So we printed out the space layout of T-Sims. And we printed out like all the combat system stuff for our space, everything on there, so we could do a ready reference to be real quick with our casualty stuff, real quick.
Right.
So we would obviously pre-stage, and we sat in there, and they're like, "Nope, you guys got to get out." So we got out, we left, we walked around or whatever. Then they called away the casualty, and we ran there. We ran into the space. They're like, "Yep, you guys are all dead." Like, what are you talking about? Basically, what had happened, Gary, was there's allegedly there was some random hole in the deck in the space, and we all fell through and died.
Oh,
So
hell no.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to tell me they flooded this space and you got electrocuted or something.
Nope, there was a hole in the space. There was a hole. There's a hole in the space. We all fell through and died. That's how we died.
Man, but do you know how hard it is to come up with good drill ideas though to keep people like enjoying the training? It's like, especially I hate when you see people run the same drills over and over and over again. Like, come on, Chief, have a little creativity. Like one time I was on the aircraft carrier. I took the whole second deck and we turned like into a haunted house, bro. We had like smoke machines. It was like Michael Jackson Thriller. People were walking around. You got to be creative with the training, especially on deployment, right? When there's like we're either working, staying a watch, training, or hitting the gym or whatever. Because on a carrier, it can really be a nice quality of life, right? As long as you're, especially at the senior levels. Because the junior guys take care of a lot of the major work, right? There's where you're on the smaller ships, there ain't there's not enough people. Everybody got to go help with all the things. But carrier, you got a lot of space. Okay, so you're leaving the aircraft carrier. You're a chief petty officer now. Probably been in the Navy, what, like 13 years at this point?
So at this point in time, I'm in about 12 years.
12 years, okay. And what are you looking at next?
So this is where, like, I was supposed to go to Korea as a first class, but then it was like, yo, Japan or Japan. I was like, that's pretty cool. So I get to go to Japan or Japan. So
he said, I'll flip you for Japan or Japan.
Yeah. So it was either. So of course I asked her which one. It was either going to be Sasebo or Yokosuka, right? And it was SRF, either one of the two. Okay. So basically, there was a retired master chief on board, and there was a retired master chief at SRF, and they called and talked to each other. And that's how I got the SRF orders. My wife wanted to go to Yokosuka, but it was an interview billet. So you had to interview to get the job. And that's how I ended up getting the orders that I got to SRF for the first time. They knew each other and they said, yeah, you want this guy. So that's how I ended up getting Yokosuka at SRF the first time.
Okay. So when you came to Yokosuka, when you get off the airplane and you're up there in Tokyo, do you have a sponsor meeting you at the airport? Or are you going to the kiosk and getting directions to the bus and getting on the bus and just riding the bus on your own?
Oh no, they met me up in the airport with a van and everything like that. Came up and picked me up, so it was good stuff.
That is very cool, man. I've seen it done multiple ways, but it's always nice to hear when a person gets met with somebody with a van, because that's a long ride, bro.
Yeah, it is.
After being on a long flight to Japan for the first time.
Yeah, for the first time, it is very nice.
Now, for you and your wife, is it just the two of you guys at that point still?
So me, the wife, my son, and my daughter.
Okay, so you got 4 people coming. How old are your kids at this point?
So let's see. My son, so they're all both, let's see, my son was 96. So that was 2000. So my son, geez, he's about 13. And my daughter is then about 11 then. So they're both fairly young.
So they handled the time change and all that probably not too bad, right? Because you get to the Navy Lodge, just people walking around at 3 o'clock in the morning look like zombies.
Oh, yeah.
Their babies are all packed up.
Yeah.
Nothing like being in the Navy Lodge in Japan and everyone's just like, what time is it? It's like bright as day outside at 4:30 in the morning.
Yep.
Yeah. I remember my first time in Yoko when we were going. I went to George Washington. I got up like at 4 in the morning. I ran around the whole base because I was super excited to be in Japan. It was just beautiful base, beautiful location, the waterfront, all that. Where'd you get housing at the first time? You remember?
So I lived in Uraga down south.
Okay, so you lived off base.
Yeah, I lived off base the whole time. I had never moved.
Okay.
Only lived on base once in my career, and that was only for a short time.
Okay, so you got in Uraga. Well, because I remember back when they wouldn't let people move off base, but you came in before they made that happen, right?
Yeah, it was. It's been like coming and going that they've been letting people live on and off base, and just recently they've moved families out of on base housing to increase the number of on base for the junior sailors.
That's crazy. That's the world we live in now, right?
Yeah.
Where they're doing that. And I get it. It's the subsidization of the government and all that. But look, my only thing is as long as the family wants to live off base, I'm fine with that. I see both and, right? I think they're both good things. I love living on base, but I wouldn't have been opposed to living off base either. Just got to figure it out. But for the first time, people are typically a little bit nervous. So how come you wanted to live off base? Did you want to, or did they make you?
We wanted to. We've never, like I said, we've never lived on base. It was more because, like, when my very first ship, my wife's experience with the people, with the Navy wives on the ship, it wasn't a pleasant experience, and she didn't want to deal with the whole, all the people on base. So she was like, "Yeah, we're off base."
I get it, man. I get it. And it is a challenge, especially living overseas. It could be like a fishbowl on top of a fishbowl.
Yeah.
Because the ship is already a fishbowl. And then it's like they see you at the store and they see you at the exchange. And the higher you go, the more eyes are on you, right? Which is fine. But it's just you got to know that, right? People would always tell me, like, "Oh, Gary, you got to understand when I'm off work, I'm a different person." It's like, bro, it ain't like that. You don't get that off. That's a luxury you don't get, bro. Like, you got to go somewhere where no one knows you. That's the only way that works. SRF, and what are you doing? Are you doing ship repair? Or are you doing like troubleshooting? Or what are you? What years is this again?
So this is 2008.
8 to when?
So 8 to 11.
Have you been there since 8?
So between 8 and 11. Huh?
Okay, so 8 to 11, you're at SRF.
Yep, 8 to 11 SRF.
And what kind of ships are you doing the most? Are you mainly doing like the DDGs, or are you mainly going
DDGs, mostly DDGs, the cruisers, obviously going on the carriers, sometimes flying back to the States to do assessments back there.
Okay. Nice. Were you there? So were you at SRF when we had the earthquake?
Yes.
How was that for your family?
My wife wasn't going anywhere. She was like, "I'm staying here." I'm like, "All right. You sure you don't want to go?" She's like, "No." She just stayed here. She's like, "I'm staying here." I'm like, "All right."
Hey, man, I love the Japanese people after that casualty, bro, because you really saw how people could really come together. And we see that in America too at certain locations, but not always. But there wasn't no rioting, there wasn't no looting, there wasn't none of that. No. They supported each other through that whole thing, and that was a tough time, man.
That was a tough time.
It was. Shouts out to the Japanese people, bro, because they come together when it matters, for sure. And you know what else I love about Japan? The freeways. I love how well the freeways are taken care of in Japan. Like,
oh yeah, the freeways, everything, man. It's just
they do a good job, man. So at the end of your time at SRF, did you want to stay in Japan then and go to a ship, or what was that looking like?
Oh yeah, my wife wanted to stay, so that one was easy. It was like, oh, there's a hot fill on Mustin. You know how they do with hot fills. You're in the same area. Hot fill, easy day. You got it.
Yeah.
I go to USS Mustin destroyer.
Well, and you're coming from SRF, so you know how the whole thing works. You know how to write the jobs. You know how to get them screened. You know how to work with the tech reps, all that. That's a win-win-win, right?
Yeah, I got contacts, everything. It's easy day.
Easy. That's a huge bonus, bro. I can 100% see that. So you get to Mustin. It's probably what, 2012, 11, 12 at that time?
Yeah. So I'm on there from end of 11 to 14.
All right. And I mean, probably not a lot to say about that ship except for you got a lot of underway days.
A lot of
Right.
underway days, And again, once again, so my third different class of ship, I could do another in-serve on that ship. I get to be the in-serve coordinator on that ship. So I get to be with a captain who pretty much wants to go to war with China on that ship. Yeah, that was the first captain. He just wanted to go that was his thing, man. He wanted to go to war with China.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we were like always ready.
I get it, man. I had a captain like that too, bro. It was like he would get angry. He would just start saying China, Russia, China. You're like, Bob. And you know what's funny about that? You being the in-serve coordinator. When I was on Ashland, I also had my ATC be the in-serve coordinator because you guys understand maintenance and you understand jobs and you understand PMS. Like in my mind, in-serve preparation, that's a huge thing. You guys are like the engineers of the combat systems world, right? There's a lot of that goes into it. And so my ET was like my top side coordinator. And then I had an engineman who was like my below decks guy, but they did very well. Now, did you pick up senior chief during that tour?
Yeah. So just as I was getting ready to leave there, so what happened there was, I was the CE division LCPO, and then I had two first classes. One of them made chief, and then our departmental guy left, so I ended up taking departmental. The chief ended up taking the division, and then a master chief came, and of course, they took the departmentals, and I was like, okay, Dom, you're going to be the in-serve guy. All right, cool. Let me do that. No problem. So I jumped in and did that. Then just as I was leaving Mustin, I made senior chief. Then it was like, okay, where do I go now? So here's the funny one. So the guys at SRF, of course, they wanted me back because I did a good job while I was there the first time. However, there was no senior chief billets, but they knew the placement and coordinator guy or whatever. They're like, yo, we want this guy back. Can you make that happen? They was like, yeah. So I ended up filling a first class billet as a senior chief.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I ended up going back there.
Look, they have such a hard time getting people in those billets. They'll make miracles happen. Now, were you getting assignment incentive pay back in those days to go to you?
No, I absolutely was not. Yeah, I was not. Yeah, I wasn't.
I never seen those guys at ATG Westpac getting like $2,000 a month.
Oh yeah,
bro. I was like, what a racket! It was like
lying.
duty, shore duty, oh my god,
you are not lying, man.
I was sick. So. Look, before we get off of the Mustin, bro, how was the Mustin being the chief from like day one, right? Because when you're on the carrier, you get to go there first class, you make chief.
Yeah.
But when you get to Mustin, you're immediately part of the mess. Yeah. How was that mess experience? Was it what you were hoping it was going to be?
So okay, here's a good one too. So the ship is underway when I'm checking into Mustin. The ship is gone, so I have to check into TPU, right? So what I didn't know until now was I guess there's two TPUs. So I go over to the base admin PSD and do my little check-in, but I actually get to check into the actual TPU. Mm-hmm. So I check into TPU and I'm mustering every day like I'm supposed to because I guess somebody screwed it up and you got to muster every day. Kaki's got to muster every day. So, okay, cool. I got to muster every day. No problem. Actually, physically show up, face muster. All right, no problem. So I'm doing that. And then all of a sudden I get this 619 number show up on my phone. I'm like, and of course, I answer my phone, and the first words I hear is "shipmate." I'm like, "What the? Who the heck is this?" It's the Command Master Chief, and basically, Command Master Chief on Mustin is asking me why I have not been checking into TPU, and I'm like, "I've been checking in every day, right?" Apparently, Command Master Chief, who was an old, admin type, called PSD and asked about me, and they're like, "Yeah, we haven't seen that guy." Yeah. Right. So she thinks obviously gaming the system, not checking in and just living my best life until I set her straight and let her know, like, yo, I've been checking in over at PSD over at TPU every single day. And now the waves are clear. So that was my very first
calling chief up like shit, man.
Right. Not even knowing, like asking the questions like, how's everything going? What's going on? I've been here, I called over here and found out this is what's going on. Not even ask the question to find out, just straight up assuming already that, I've been trying to game the system or whatever. So that was my very first experience with her on that. But, after stepping on the deck plates day one, there was also, again, here we go again. So I had like 6 months prior to 6 or 8 months before I check in on board Mustin. And the chief who's there is geo-batching. So he wants me to come there early.
Yeah,
so,
he's trying to go. He's trying to go.
Yeah, he was trying to go. So, bro, he is calling me basically like every day. Like, hey, man, are you going to come early? You coming early? And the first time he called me is like, you know what? I said, let me think about it. Let me talk to the wife. And I'm actually considering it. Let me think about it or whatever, you know. And after about the third call, I'm like, you know what? No, I'm not coming. I'm going to spend my time here. So when I get to the ship, I'm going to give him 3 years of my life to that ship, 3 hard years of my life to that ship. I'm not coming out there early. Yeah. There also an ICC there. He made rank while he was there. So I'm like, no, I'm not coming. But they end up letting him go because at this time, they're, 7th Fleet, they're like, you're not leaving without a relief. But I guess somehow they like, hey, we got an ICC here. We're all going to be okay with him being gone, yada. And they they end up letting him go. So anyway, I show up to the ship and I'm kind of like, checking out the situation, seeing how everything's going. And the first thing I do is start looking at the Divo records. And I'm noticing that one sailor has his Divo record is fat with counseling cheese. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And as I'm looking at him, all I see is, sailor doesn't have a good uniform appearance on just a bunch of different things. But what I don't see is like no follow-up. I'm like, what the hell is going on? I said, you guys, if you take these up to the CO, he's going to crucify you guys. You guys cannot do this. You guys at least have to follow up and make sure we're doing some corrective action, trying to get the sailor right. We can't just write counsel checks for nothing, right? This is not good. So that's the first thing that I'm noticing. There's like a lot of little itty-bitty problems that I'm noticing that aren't being done to help the division get right. So we have to get that straight and get the division right. So
when you get there and there's an ICC there, are you guys in the same division?
We are in the same division. Okay. There's normally not an ICC on the destroyer.
Yeah. How was that dynamic when you get there? Was there an issue, or was that cheap? Did he understand that you were the senior guy and you were going to be the LCPO, and it was just like that? Because I've seen that before, where people try to do those kinds of things, and I would squash that as the mash chief before it even happened. Like, no. That person's coming to fill the billet to be the LCPO. I appreciate, Chief, you've been here for 2 years or whatever it is. But again, you got to learn how to be a follower, bro. Like, you got to play your position. And did you, or were any issues like that, or not really?
No, there was an issue. Me and him sat down and we talked about it. Like, he was gonna be transferring. I was gonna be taking over. It wasn't gonna be an issue. So that's good. I was glad that we didn't have that issue.
How was the FC? How was did you have like a FCACM or a maintenance mash chief?
Yeah, we did. We had a CSMM up in there. He was a senior chief. Yeah, me and him worked out well. The person who I didn't work well with was the EMO, and that was an issue. So our Divos, unlike many others, he was obviously an LDO type.
Yeah.
Now the problem was that the previous ETC and him, what they like to do is, instead of letting the sailors who went to the school work on the stuff like they're supposed to, when the casualty arose, they would push the sailors out the way. They would get in there and they would work on it. Well, me, I'm not that guy. I was like, hey, these guys went to school for a reason. They're the ones that need to work on it. Now, if people are calling out asking every 5 minutes what's going on, that's where I'm going to jump in and be like, no, stop calling them up. Let them work on it. They give you an ETR. And if they don't answer you by within 5 minutes of that ETR, on the plus side, then you can call them up. But don't call them up before that. Let them work on it. They need time. So that's what was going on. So because of that, me and him got into it. And I found out later on down the road that he had called the captain up and told the captain that, hey, Chief Taylor is not a small boy sailor. He's only been on carriers, yada, yada, yada. Oh, yeah, I found that out. So me and him had got into it over that one time.
That's shady, because it's not like, okay, you've been at SRF working on these boats all across the waterfront, dog.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? At the end of it all, yes, you did a carrier. Yes, you did a frigate. But that was like, that time at SRF almost changes a bunch of that, because you now have the ability to go on multiple platforms. When I went to ATG San Diego, I had only done amphibs. My next ship was an aircraft carrier. I should not have been as successful as I was. But when I was at ATG, I became the carrier guy. So I wrote a bunch of aircraft carriers. So there were some things I didn't know. But I knew a lot, and I was able to fake it till I made it on everything else. And so for that EMO to do that, bro, that's just shady, bro.
Oh, yeah.
But what was that? what I see with people that do that is they're the ones that want that time with the sailors. They're the ones that want that check. They want that technician feel. And I get it's fun to troubleshoot and fix it, like the personal satisfaction. But like you said, they got to learn how to be that guy
Yeah,
because that's how you grow the future of the community,
yeah,
right? Not always by the chief or the. You ever heard that one storyline where the reason why the chief got a coffee cup in their hand is because they got one hand is occupied and the other hand is like pointing where it gotta go, right? And then they want the officer to have his hands in the damn pockets because you don't need to be nowhere around, bro. Like
no.
you need to be out of that situation. I'm sorry to hear that. Was he there the whole time?
No, he wasn't. He ended up transferring. And I learned that because when I went down there one time to see what was going on, the thing was broken and the sailor was just sitting there. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm waiting for you to come down here." I'm like, "For what? To fix it?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then he told me what was going on. I was like, "Oh no." Right. So that's how that all came about. And me and him got it. The Divo had got into it, but no, he had transferred. And then I got a new Divo. And the very first thing I did with that Divo is I sat down with him. And we had a conversation. Like, yo, what are your visions for the division? What are my goals for the division? Me, him, and the LPO sat down and we kind of laid down the law and saw what was up. We had an adult conversation about it to make sure that there wasn't no gray area and there wasn't going to be no issues. And me and him worked very well together.
So with that EMO that tried to throw you under the bus, was he a former chief?
I wasn't 100% sure. I know he was an LDO, but yeah, I'm not sure. I know him and the chief both were those kind of guys that just push the sailors out the way, and those sailors did not benefit because of that. The ship might have benefited, and the CO loved the guys for that, but I'm like, you're not doing these sailors any good by doing that. You're actually hurting the sailors and you're hurting the ship when you guys leave.
Well, and by the way, like you're especially as an LDO, you're push button all the way to damn lieutenant commander, bro. What are you worried about?
Yeah, I don't know what you're tripping for.
Yeah. Okay, so after so we're looking at the Mustang. You're coming off there as senior chief. You got 3 full years of FDNF, but you had a division. Eventually, you turn the division over to somebody else, and now you're the in-serve guy. But you're making a command impact, right?
Yeah.
Are you thinking at any point in time about leaving your rate behind and going into the command program?
No. So nope, never ever thought about it. So even LDO. So when I first made chief, I even thought like when I'm in that that leadership class you have to go to like immediately following.
Yeah.
So at that point in time, I even said like I'm not gonna go LDO. I'm not gonna go CMC. I'm like, there's too many chiefs that are going that route. I think we need some chiefs to stay in the mess and in their rate. Right. So that's when I had made that decision to stay there. Right. And I said the other thing I said, I don't think it would make me happy.
No.
That was really what I said.
And I think if you're a person who loves your rate, loves what you're doing, loves your craft, loves all those things, you just got to stand on that though. Like you can't. I used to tell that to people, like, don't come getting mad at me when you got to do the job, bro, because it's a lot, to have to keep going back to sea again and keep going back at it and keep doing it because it's always going to be there. So you went back to SRF as a senior chief.
Yep.
Which is good because you know the waterfront, you know the job. You're essentially doing what you did before you went to Mustin, right?
Yeah, and I got an additional responsibility added on. So so now I'm on top of that. Now I'm also doing antenna inspections, and now I'm holding a class to teach sailors how to work on their stuff, so they don't have to come over here. And then the Mike O'Brien, Master Chief, asked me like, Dom. It wasn't an ask. It was basically an ask. I need you to be the CMO, and it was an easy answer. Yes, no problem. I got you. Okay. Right. So then I'm the CMO. So I'm not only the CMO of the Navy, the military folks. I'm also the CMO for the Japanese and the USCS. Right. So that was a different dynamic.
I bet.
Yeah, it was totally different.
Kinds of different rules.
Yeah, I learned so much about the Japanese culture. Yeah.
I bet, man. They've got a whole bunch of different rules. And that's an interesting command to be a part of, right? Because you do got all the military, all the civilians, and these are not just civilians that are like administrators. Oh, no, they're workers.
Yeah.
Right? They're working. They're out there getting it done. They're trying to wrenches in. SRF's amazing, bro. Like, people would tell me that whenever I hear somebody say that 7th Fleet runs their ships down, I'll say, no. We make ships better, right? Now, and I say that from experience because I've been on ships like George Washington got to Japan. all everyone thought was she was a ship caught on fire. By the time I left the
Yeah.
ship, she was a back-to-back Battle E winner, bro. She
Yeah.
was doing good. Kitty Hawk was doing good. I mean, the thing is, you got to learn how to work with SRF to get the jobs done. But if you can learn how to make that work, they'll make magic happen on your
Yeah.
ship.
Oh yeah.
If you don't do that, then your ship's going to get neglected. But that's not one else's fault but your crew, because you
Yeah.
got to do your part, bro. Like, that's how it
Absolutely.
goes. And when I was talking to a buddy of mine the other day who's a CMC out there right now, and he was kind of moaning a little bit about the waterfront out there. I'm just like, dog, like the crew, the ship has got to take ownership of the ship. And you can't expect no one
Absolutely.
else to do it for you, right? And ownership for me includes making sure you write the report to where that the 3M guys can screen it off the ship and it can get picked up and that the people
Yeah.
can do the work and they can train your people while they're there so you can get multiple bang for your buck, right? Like
Oh yeah.
whenever I would get guys to come over to work on my carrier, I'd have 2-3 junior sailors with them. And I would tell
Yeah.
them, y'all job is to learn all that they're going to teach you.
Yes.
And I would ask the
Yes.
contractors, I would say, bro, just don't throw me under the bus, dog. I can't be there with you. I'm going to trust
Yeah.
you with my guys, take care of them. But that's it, right? And there you go. So did you see so during that second time at SRF, were you doing more semio stuff or were you doing more technical stuff?
I was doing both. I was still doing technical stuff and I was doing semio. So semio, obviously the survey comes around both those times, but so the civilians have their own kind of deal. So if they made reports and I would direct them to the right spot, and the Japanese have their own thing too, but we also had to conduct a separate survey. We had to build a survey for the Japanese because they didn't have one and the CO wanted one. And what I learned about the Japanese is because at the time, like the civilians are only staying there for a maximum of 5 years because of the 5-year rule. Whatever punishment that the civilians would dole out or whatever issues they would have with the civilians, the Japanese would be just like, I'll just wait it out. In 5 years, I'll get a new civilian. I'll be like, what? That's ludicrous to me because I'm not waiting out 5 years. I'm not waiting out for somebody who's treating me wrong or what I believe is not good. I'm not waiting 5 years to get a new person. I'm gonna say something.
I've heard that before though with the civilian sector, bro, where they feel like, because the military, we're always rotating in and out.
Yeah.
And the civilians that are working there I guess in the grand scheme of things, if you work somewhere for 20, 30 years, 5 years ain't that bad. Like you said, we've always got this sense of urgency. I don't got forever. I got to make this change. And, oh, by the way, I can't live somewhere just deeply unhappy. I'm going to say something.
No.
I've got to get it off my chest, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then whatever happens next, happens next.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite parts of being a chief, right? That was one of my favorite parts. I really like that part the best. I can go in the mess and I can say what I had to say, and it was supposed to be okay. Now, we know it doesn't always work out like that, but that was what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right? So now after your second time at SRF, you've now done SRF, you did the Mustang, SRF again, 3, 6, 9 years. What's next?
So I'm getting ready. I want to get out. So I got like about 8 months left. So I'm like, okay, so I'll just add on, I'll do extend for a year. I'll get out. I got this job waiting for me at SRF, doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm ready to go. So I submit another OTEP. The detail's like, yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. I got you. The OTEP sits there forever. They can't seem to find it. Nobody can knows where it's at. And all of a sudden I get this letter back from somebody else, some civilian dude, basically saying super overmanned on shore duty, way undermanned on sea duty. Either get out right now or go to sea. And I'm like, what the hell? Right now it's in 5 months. I'm like, needs the Navy, bro.
Yeah.
Are you serious? So I called the detailer up and he's working with me or whatever. So he's like, you know what, bro? The CMSID comes out this Friday or whatever, this weekend. Look on there, see if there's something you like. And if there's not, we'll look off the books. I'm like, all right, cool, man. So I look, and of course, Blue Ridge is on there. I'm like, all right, put me in for Blue Ridge. Next thing you know, boom, I'm on Blue Ridge.
So you went to Blue Ridge. Did you go there as a senior chief or try to make master chief?
I go there as a senior chief.
Go there as a senior chief. And when you get to, what year did you get to Blue Ridge?
Let's see, 17.
17, because I got there 18. So you were there a little bit ahead of me. But you got
Yeah.
there when they were in the yards.
Yeah, I got there just they were just so I re-enlisted under the ship while they were in the dry dock. I got there just as they were coming out of the dry dock, so I got to experience all the fun of all the workups, and nobody had done anything prior to, which was very
Bro,
yeah.
yeah. That was a tough time to be on that ship.
Oh, it
And
was absolutely
every part of it, right?
yeah,
Because it had become a ship that had a culture of sustained yard improvability, right?
yeah,
Like they
yeah,
were in the yards like 2 years, and
yes,
nobody was rushing them out until Admiral Sawyer
no,
got there, and then he was
yeah,
like, "Get the hell out of the yards!" Right?
yeah. They were living their
Right?
best life, bro.
They
I was at
were.
SRF. Yeah, I was at SRF, and I was working sometimes till 1800 on shore duty, going to ships, doing inspections, doing helping sailors, doing maintenance
Yeah.
and troubleshoot. And every day, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, I'm seeing droves of sailors walk
Yeah.
off. I'm like, what? Where are they? Where are these guys coming from? They're like, that's Blue
Yeah.
Ridge. I'm like, what are you talking about? They had like doing PT, and then they would be going home or whatever, except for duty section or whatever, like on the regular.
They had the worst reputation, man. I remember I was in Sasebo and Ashland. I was there for 16 to 18, but they're all part of the same CTF 76 umbrella.
Right.
And
Right.
even
Right.
in
Right.
Sasebo, they'd be talking so much smack about the Blue Ridge, bro, because everyone knew that they were just. There was people betting they weren't going to make it out because they were old steamship, right? They were old.
Yeah.
They were steam.
Yeah.
There were not these upgrades, and people were like, "Oh, the command at sea ship is played out. Like it ain't going to be a thing no more." All that stuff, right? And then when I got called up there, one of the first things I got told by my boss was, "Master Chief, your job is to get my staff back on board that ship. That's like your main job." And I was just like, "What? Like, what does that even mean, bro? What does that even mean?" And when I went to the ship is when I learned, like, the ship didn't even know how to be a ship. They were learning because you had to teach you had a whole new crew of people coming
Yeah.
in
Oh yeah.
who did not do the 3 years of yard period,
Nope.
right? And you guys had to fix everything,
Yep.
get through the training cycle,
Yeah.
and oh, by the way, deal with having people being embarked on your ship that were not like an air wing and not like Marines because there's a bunch of senior freaking people that had a bunch of petty things going.
Yeah.
That was the craziest thing, bro. I would sit there talking to Jim Grant. I would just be like, "Bro, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
Because I was a Gator guy. I would embark
Yeah.
Marines. I knew what that was like. I was on G-Dub. I would embark Air Wing. I knew what that was like. So it was weird being, I liked it because I was being embarked per se.
Yeah.
But it ain't the same thing when your boss is like four pay grades higher than the CO.
Yeah.
Right. And then again to the ship's company. What was that like for you going there as a chief with a shop of sailors who were not prepared for what was going to happen next?
So I would tell you that it was, for me, I would tell you it was definitely scary because like the thing was like, man, none of these sailors had been underway for like the longest time. Like, and obviously, so I was at SRF for those collisions. I had been on board both of those ships when they collided. I actually, like before I left SRF, they flew me down to Singapore for the John S. McCain. I got to actually go on board, and it was like the pictures that everybody saw versus what I saw when I walked on board were totally different, right?
Yeah.
Like those pictures did not do what I saw in person any justice. So that I was worried about that. I knew I met a lot of senior people who were like, I'm not getting on another ship. Like that changed them. I was like, wow, man. I was like, I mean, wow. But
I think
I was concerned.
Yeah, I think it's a reminder of how much trust you have to put in those watchstanders in those different duty stations, right? Because it's one thing, bro, if it's missiles inbound. It's one thing, bro, if it's like something inside the ship blows up and we weren't prepared for that. It's a whole nother thing to get T-boned, bro, in the middle of the damn ocean. Like that's crazy. And like Ashland, we were underway on the exact same time period as those things happened. We were underway. We did a 6-month deployment the exact same time. You had the 2 ships. We lost an Osprey off the back of the Green Bay that we responded to that, and then we had the Cod go down off of the Ronald Reagan. But I remember, you know what? So when the first ship collided, and we were underway. The first ship collided, and everyone, unfortunately, that ship didn't have a good reputation on the waterfront, right? A lot of us had already kind of known like that ship was kind of in a rough spot, that particular ship. So, everyone is like, oh, well, no surprise, no surprise. That ship had a bad culture, whatever, blah, 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 right? Which all that's still crap because the watchstander's got to do the job, right?
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
But that was kind of the scuttlebutt that was happening. But then JSM was like the shining star of the 7th Fleet, right? They were freaking just went green to Inserve. My boy Dedrick was on there as the CMC. They would do the McCain on me, 1, 2, 3, McCain. They had it going on, bro. And then when they had their casualty, everybody was like, okay, you've now got 2 indicators from 2 different sides of the line. We got problems, right?
Yeah.
There is a problem here. And then I don't know about you, but I'm very proud to be a part of the 7th Fleet community.
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
I'm a rider. I'm a rider for 7th Fleet. I will get into arguments. I would debate. I went to San Diego one time and people were talking about underway days. And I was like, look, nothing against y'all, but y'all cannot go pound for pound with our guys over there.
All day long. All day.
And that's why we operationally have more reps and sets than everybody else.
Yeah.
And that's why we have to be better than everybody else, because the more you drive your vehicle, the higher the chance of you having an accident. Right. Yeah. But then you've also got to be a better driver. I just think that complacency at that period of time, I think it was just, man, the Swiss cheese aligned, if you will. It was a tough time to be at sea, bro. And I remember we were underway. Every brief, me and my XO would be like, all right, y'all, it's tomorrow the day. We're going to be the next one to make the news. And everyone would be like, hell no, not us. And you had to have that level of intensity every day. And so I feel it, man. And I think it was also a reminder. I used to tell sailors in the ship, if you think you're safe walking around this ship, you must not know where you're at. This is an industrial environment, bro.
Yeah.
Like, a slip, trip, and a fall, you'll be upside down on that dang ladder well with a broken head because you weren't paying attention. And those ladder wells are not always got the, they ain't been changed ever. Those ladder treads, you're supposed to change them and flip them around. DC
flip around.
Supposed to be doing they work. They're not doing that. They just. So you get to the ship. You've seen what the waterfront is going through, because y'all waterfront, I got brought up right after all that. But the waterfront there had been rocked. The community had gotten rocked. Yeah. The networks of the spouses, for not only for the ship that was local when it had happened, but then also for the ship that was down in Singapore and just the community. And it was like back to back, just boom, boom.
It was exactly back to back.
Yeah. And I think the other concern for Blue Ridge was that it was steam. Right. Yeah. And look, I'm always worried about a major fuel oil leak on a steam plant, right? It could go bad real quick, So when you look back on that Blue Ridge time, how was did you do the full 3 years?
Yeah, I did. I actually did 4 years because, so I did the 3. I was already going to do 3. And then it was like, oh, you know what? Let me just go ahead and do this 4th and see what happens. Then as soon as I signed the OTEP and the OTEP got approved, and all of a sudden it was like, boom, Master Chief. And I was like, what? But it is what it is, So, yeah, I ended up doing that 4th year.
Well, I mean, if you look at it, though, your crew had to be pretty dang large. That ship is very electronic. Right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's
comms heavy.
Comms heavy. Comms. Bro.
Yeah.
Comms behemoth. So you were, and were you like the maintenance manager on there or what?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my job over there.
Yeah, that's like, I could see why you made Master Chief for sure. And so after you leave the Blue Ridge, do you go back to SRF again?
So, no. So that's when, they actually wanted me, they wanted me to interview for the, the lead detailer job. Like, I wasn't trying to do that. I wasn't trying to do that. So I had submitted all my evals up and all that stuff with another guy who they also wanted to interview. And then they called me up for the interview. I was like, yeah, I'm not really trying to do this job. But you know what? If I get the job, I'll do it to the best of my ability. There has not been a job that I have not done well. Doesn't matter what job I do, I'm going to do it well. And I'll do it better than anybody else who can do the job. So some warrant officer called me up. So I didn't get that job. So then after that, it was like comms dark. It was like I would call and it was like this number has been disconnected type of level of stuff. I would email and it was like my email was being blocked. And it was crazy. That's what it felt like anyway, because I was getting nothing. And it was like getting really close because this was like in 2020, into 2020. And remember, like my time is 2021, whereas my contract is up. So when this is all happening, I get a phone call from SRF, one of the civilians a good friend of mine, who I was his retirement coordinator and everything like that. And he says, "Hey man, what are you planning on doing?" I was like, "Well, I plan on doing my last 5 and getting out." And he's like, "Well, let me know if your plans change." I was like, "All right, bet." So I went over there, had a little conversation with him. He's like, "Well, I got the perfect job for you." I was like, "All right, say less." At that point in time, I dropped my papers, and then the rest is history. I got out like within that next year, and then boom, here I am at SRF again.
Good for you, bro. I love that, man. Timing plus preparation equals destiny, bro. I'm a fan.
Yeah.
I'm a fan because I see people miss opportunities just because they want to stay comfortable, right? You saw, okay, this is exactly what I want, regardless of a higher retirement check or whatever it is.
Yeah, that's really what it was too.
That's what I hear people say all that, bro. Like I drop papers at 25 and punched because like I would much rather be happy knowing I took control of my life versus always, and like you said, you would have done the military job, right? You was trying to figure something out, but also as a master chief in your raid, there's probably only so many spaces you can go.
Yeah.
But you built yourself a very big reputation and you made yourself very important on that waterfront, especially. So since you've been retired, are you pretty much doing what you did on active duty for SRF?
So yes and no. So right now I'm in charge of those same people. I'm in charge of the interior communications, radar, navigations, 2M and foreign military sales folks who go out and fix the ships when they have problems. So it is part of the ships write the jobs. And if the job is written well enough, and I actually believe that they've actually tried and give it the old college try, and they actually have gotten to a point where they really can't fix it and figure out themselves, then I'm like, yep, you guys can go out there and give them a hand. If they tried, right? If it's not like if they've we've looked at it and there's light on it and we can't fix it. I actually make the ships try, not just write a job where they haven't actually tried to fix it. I get a lot of those jobs, and I do reject those rather quickly and kick it back to them.
Yeah, and they should. It should be a point of pride, right?
Absolutely.
I think that whenever a sailor or whenever a division is taught, we'll just write a job for it, let them come figure it out. You just teaching them exactly wrong, right?
Yeah.
And when you're out in the middle of the ocean, ain't no one coming to save you, bro. You got to figure out how to troubleshoot and fix that thing, man. So, real quick before we wrap up, bro. And your kids are still in Japan, or have they graduated high school and come back to the States for college?
So my son is back in the States, and my daughter is still out here. She wanted to stay out here, and now she's working on base, but she's getting ready to go. She's working on some things, and she's trying to go back. Eventually, maybe she'll go. Who knows? Depends on how she'll do. But she's talking about going back. But we'll see how that works out. But my son's back in the States doing his thing. So he's trying to come back out here, though. He wants to come back out. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Okay. What's your opinion, just your own personal opinion, of how the waterfront is doing right now? Are they holding their own, or are they struggling?
It all depends on what area. I would say that, in my opinion, they could use some works at all levels. I would say I get a whole lot of I say my biggest thing is I believe there's a difference between subject matter expertise and technical expertise. I would say subject matter expertise, we all got something that we are really good in. Like for me, my trade is HF side of the house. That's my subject matter expertise. However, in the ET rating, I'm a technical expert, as in troubleshooting electronics. I know how to do that. Now, all ETs should know how to do that. And we're all technical experts in that field. I don't got to have the NEC to work on navigation side or these other things, but troubleshooting all around stuff electronically, I'm a subject matter or a technical expert in that. So I should know how to troubleshoot all that kind of stuff. I don't got to have the NEC, but guess what? I know how to read a pub, which we should all know how to do. right?
Yeah.
I was trained on how to do that stuff. So I should be able to help out a sailor who has the NEC and know how to do that, right? So that's where my technical expertise comes into play, even though I'm not a subject matter expert on that piece of equipment. And that's kind of where we've dropped the ball on the waterfront. The waterfront kind of needs a help in that area. Liberty has become a huge mission versus what we know. Do we need Liberty? Absolutely we do. But we kind of got to find that balance between the work and the Liberty aspect. And right now, Liberty is kind of overshadowing the work aspect, right?
Sure,
so I don't
man.
think that, I don't think the Liberty, I don't think that I know when we grew up, it was like, we got Liberty. We're going to do our Liberty. But I think that the way we grew up, it was like a term that I was used on us was like, hey, if the gear is up, the brow is down. If the gear is down, the brow is up. And that's kind of what it was, bro. And it wasn't a big deal. It was like, all right, we got to work on this. So we'd be up on the mast watching everybody leaving their civilian clothes. And that's kind of what it was. And it wasn't like a thing. That's just what it was.
I used to tell my sailors, I'm like, hey, go get dinner. They'd be like, damn, senior. I'm like, hey, I'm never going to tell you. We got to get something done before we get off. Go ahead and go eat. Get yourself some chow. And when you come back, I'm going to be ready to go. And the other thing was, I felt like leaders have the responsibility to prepare for the workday.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Because too often people will show up and they won't have the preparatory stuff ready, laid out, right? On how to guide them on what I need the workers to do the work. That's true.
Yeah.
But I got to make sure they've got the tools, the parts, materials, the training, all that, right? And then
Big time.
And you got to make sure it's done right. You don't just assume it's done right so we can all get out of there. And if it takes time, so be it. And the other thing I'd say is ownership of your spaces. I think it needs to work right 100%. That's why InServ is my favorite. And my favorite inspection is InServ. But then second after that, it needs to be clean. I don't really care if it's pretty, but it needs to be clean, right? I'm not that guy that's going to paint over dirt, right? No. We need to clean it. I don't care if the H-blood piping is perfectly painted red and green and blue and red and all that other crap. I'll paint hand wheels like it says to do in the 505, bro. Call it a day. You wasted a bunch of time painting your H-blood stations, right? My advice is, does it work right in accordance with the tech manual, and is it clean? If those two things are good, everything else is going to follow, and I just think that, and it's not just 7th Fleet, but it's the Navy wide. I just happen to know a lot of 7th Fleet bubbas, and so I talked to a bunch of them. And the other thing is, yes, they get a lot of reps and sets in, so you have got to be relentless, right? And everyone's got to remember those. Y'all would own those topside spaces, right? Those weather decks. I remember whenever there was a freshwater washdown, all the ETs would be on the top of the ship, cleaning their part too, doing their preservation too. Like, everyone's got to care how the ship looks. Because when you're walking down the pier, if the ship looks like crap, it's hard to be proud of your ship.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's a sailor pride, man. Back in the day, we would fight for our ship. We would seriously get offended if you said something bad about our ship.
Oh yeah.
And that's another thing, man. I think everyone is just so worried about AI that they forget that these big, beautiful ships are big mechanical beasts that you got to take care of, man. And they can do amazing things. But if you don't take care of them, they're going to let you down.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, bro. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up. I'm going to take you into my my quick rounds, if you will.
Okay.
All right. So here we go. Let's start off with boop, boop, boop. What was your welcome to the Navy moment, bro? Dom, like, when were you first like, oh, damn, I'm really in the Navy? Did you ever have that moment?
Oh, man. All right. I guess when we arrived in Great Lakes and we got off the bus, the first thing the dude said to us was, "What are you guys waiting for? A freaking invitation. Get in here." I was like, dang, this is really happening.
I'm not in San Diego anymore.
That was it. Yeah, man. That was it. It was like, man, this is it, business. This is it. Let's go. It's time to do it, man. Let's go.
All right, real quick. Do you remember your first piece of big troubleshooting equipment that you ever got to work on a ship?
My first big piece of troubleshooting equipment.
Yeah, like when you're on the car, was it like a big system was down and you got to be a part of getting it back up?
Yeah, it was actually the first system I actually went to school for, the AN-SRQ4, the HawkLink. It was actually the connection between the helo. When the helo went up, it actually tracked the helo as it went up.
Right.
So
And so that was a mission fail if it wasn't working.
yeah, it was always complaints. So you always had to. So there was actually a connection all the way up by the hangar base that you had to run this long freaking cable out to it to make sure it worked before it flew up. And sometimes the connection would work and sometimes it wouldn't. So in this instance, you went out there, you plugged it in, at least the Airedales would, and it plugged in, it would work. Then it would go up and it wouldn't work. So we had to go up to the EW equipment room where it was at and actually go up there and troubleshoot the system. And yeah, I remember that instance particularly.
Nice. Okay, what do you see is one of the biggest leadership challenges? I would say organizations like SRF or the Waterfront or really anybody. What's one of the biggest leadership challenges they're facing today?
Biggest leadership challenge in any organization?
Yeah,
I would say
be anything specific.
I would say everybody knowing what everybody does, because like the machine can't work well together if you don't know what everybody else needs and what everybody else does.
Yeah. That's a good point. Again, one of the biggest things I had to do as a CMC was make sure everybody respected everyone else's role, because you'd have those people that thought their job was the only thing that mattered.
Yeah.
And you were like, no, bro, if the SHs don't fill the vending machines,
Yep.
you're not going to be happy. Right.
Yep. Absolutely.
All that matters. And the Chiefs mess, when the mess is not doing it right, then they're going to really have those problems. When the mess is doing it right, everything else will fall in place.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, you're a dad. You've got some adult children now. How can parents best use leadership skills to raise their teenage children, you think?
I would say communication.
Okay.
Big time communication.
So what is it about communication that you think makes it so complicated? Because I always hear communication.
I would say not enough of it, not the right kind of communications. Sometimes listening in the communication, actually understanding and not assuming what you think that somebody said.
Okay. Hey, money, bro. That's bars. All right. What's a piece of advice you would give to somebody who is struggling within an organization, right? They feel like their boss don't like them, or they feel like they're trying to frame them, or they feel like there's someone's holding them back. What's a piece of advice you would give that person?
I said the first problem is I would think if that person is thinking that the boss don't like them, is it a fact that the boss doesn't like them? I would ask them to talk to somebody, not the boss, or maybe get a mediator. If you really think that the boss don't like you, maybe you should talk to the boss and find out where the friction is.
Yeah.
Because that's what me personally, if I think that the boss don't like me, I'm the type of person that's going to talk to the boss and find out, hey, there's been some tension between me and you. Is there something that I should know about? Is there something going, is there some problem with our relationship between me and you? And I'm going to go talk to the boss and see what's going on. Hopefully he or she is honest and they'll talk to me. If not, then hey, it is what it is. And they're going to do what they're going to do.
You know what? If a person is unethical, there's nothing you can do about that, right?
No, there's not.
And if you give them the opportunity to have that conversation and they turn you down, then that's out of your control, right?
Yes.
I like when 50 Cent got this interview when he's like, look, I don't want to have confrontation, but when it comes time for confrontation, I don't got a problem. Let's have a confrontation. And then all of a sudden, I'm the bad guy because I'm not afraid of confrontation. It's an adult can have a confrontational conversation and not make it be personal and not make it be even mean, right? But if I've got to confront somebody about something, let me know if I'm wrong. And I think if people could do that, but what does it take for them to have that conversation, do you think?
Who with me?
Anybody.
I just want them to come into my office and sit down and talk with me.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, whoever it is going to be walking around on eggshells and wondering, like, does Dom got it out for me? Is Dom going to do this to me? Or you're going to be walking around all day, every day wondering, what am I going to do to influence negatively this person? Is Dom going to do this to have it out for me? Is Dom doing this to get at me? Rather than to come in and sit down and talk with me and ask the questions. Hey, remember this incident about what A, B, or C? And get it off their chest. Now, hopefully they can believe that I'm being genuinely honest with them and tell them straight up the truth. Like, no, man, this is what this is what that was about, and that's the end of it. There was nothing, intentional or malice about it, and that's what it was, man. I'm glad you came and sat and talked with me about it. That's all it was. Nothing to worry about. We good? All right, cool. Let's handle our business.
That's it, right? The person has got to really trust and believe that the conversation is going to be honest, right?
Yes.
If they don't have that trust, and it don't matter what you say, they still gonna think that you doing whatever. That's number one. And number two, the person has got to really care about getting the resolution done.
Yeah.
If they just want to have a chip on their shoulder or they want to talk bad about someone, then they'll never be appeased, right? They'll always find something to be pissy about. And I think those are the things. And for those people, they might have to find a different occupation because this may not be the organization for you, period. All right. All right. Saturday night, we're on the ship underway. Are you looking forward to the pizza or the wings, bro?
Hot wings.
Hot wings. I like it. All right. I got two choices. I got the birthday cleaners or the working party. Which one do you want?
Man, I'm all about the working party because then I get to chat shit with whoever's next to me. That's a good time. It's always a good time.
It is a good time for sure. All right, we're gonna watch a movie in the mess. It's either gonna be De Niro or Pacino. Which one do you want?
Dang, that's a hard question. You could ask me something. Easier question. That's a hard one.
I know. That's a mid-watch question, bro.
I guess it depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
I know.
I guess I'll go with a Pacino.
So what's your favorite Pacino movie?
Jeez, man. The hits keep on coming. Al Pacino. I don't know. I don't really nail down any favorite movies, but I just like any movie, any gangsterish kind of movie. I'm all in on. Any gangsters movie, I'm in on.
I like Pacino in those gangster movies too. Or when he's a cop. Those are good ones too. All right. What was your favorite duty station?
Wow. Probably had to be I would probably say the Mustang would probably have been my favorite. Despite all the craziness that happened earlier on, the aftermath of once we changed over CLs and once we changed over that EMO, getting the new CO who actually let the Chiefs be the Chiefs, and getting that new EMO who I had that great conversation with, and everything started turning around. Getting that new LPO who now works for me again. That made everything. The job became so super easy because everybody was on the same page. We all had the same goal. We were all driving the ship the same way, and everybody, ate, if you will.
Hey, I love it. What was the hardest or most challenging qualification of your career?
I'll probably say the first time I got that ESWAS qualification on my first ship was probably the hardest because I was mess cranking at the time. At the same time, I was mess cranking. I was trying to do college at the same time, and I was still trying to do like some of my qualifications so I can get that qualification to get the ESWAS. So doing all that stuff in conjunction with, losing sleep and all that was probably what made it so much more difficult.
Okay. No, the ESWAS was a big deal, bro. And especially if you got at your first ship, like E5 or under or E4 junior, right? And having to learn about everyone else's rate, what they have to do. That's hard, man. Okay. I think I know the answer to this, but I'll ask it anyway. Would you rather do overseas or stateside tours?
Overseas.
What is it about overseas that you like so much?
I got to actually do stuff. I got to do more stuff on that one ship than I got to do on both the ships I was on stateside.
Yep. People don't understand that. I tell them. So look, you get underway on your ship and I got it. You're at sea. We get underway on our ship. We're operational.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
We are operating in. Yeah. Period.
Yes.
Right in the enemy's backyard. I don't even understand the enemy. Right in the adversary's backyard. Because I'm no hater. I respect the opposition. Right. Y'all get your game up too. No problem. But when we go out, we will go out there. We got the Chinese shadowing us. We have the Russians coming out. Like we was out there making it happen for sure. All right. How come Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory is your favorite movie, bro?
Wow. So I don't know. I guess it's a child, the OG one, not the what is it, 1960s or 70s movie, the original one.
The Gene Hackman one.
Oh, you mean what's his face? Gene Wilder?
Gene Wilder, yeah, Gene Wilder.
Yeah. The OG one. I don't
Yeah.
know. I guess it's just a childhood of wonderment and candy. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I just like that movie. That's just my
Hey,
favorite movie.
it was that I remember being a kid thinking I was excited to watch it because we didn't have cable. It was going to be on regular TV, and it was like a big deal, because it was going to be on. And then it's the idea of anyone can get the ticket,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Anyone can get the ticket. And it's just like when you made Chief, right? You just gotta get your ticket punched. Anybody can get the
Yeah.
ticket, but then once you get there, you see people messing their chances
Yeah.
up because they're being taking advantage of it, not
Yeah.
respecting it. And it was the kid that took it serious and appreciated it that really had the gain, right?
Yeah, but
Okay.
he almost messed it up too.
All right.
Him and
What's
his
your
grandpa.
favorite movie series, bro?
Jeez. Oof. Favorite movie. I don't know if I have a favorite. There's a lot that I like.
Okay.
See, Godfather's Godfather's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I'll
Okay,
probably,
we're
yeah.
going to Godfather. All right.
Probably,
Would you rather be independent or on a team?
I definitely would like to be on a team.
You said you would not?
Oh, I would love to be. I'd rather be on a team than to be
Okay.
independent. Because, like I tell a good friend of mine was I was talking to him and I told him, I said, you know what? I said, being independent, I said, you can paint the ship by yourself. I guarantee you can do it. But I said, you know what makes it better? All of us could paint the ship together and it would get done much quicker.
And you'd be laughing.
Yeah, we have a good time when we're doing it.
Right? Yeah, it's one thing to look at the sunset by yourself, but it sure is another thing to look at it with somebody else,
Absolutely.
That's like, I miss going out looking at the ocean or underway and just sitting out there looking at the water and just talking and just, that was a good time.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Dom, do you have a personal leadership philosophy?
Well, I would say something that you will see once you look at that coin. I would say one thing that I do believe in is nothing stops you except you. I think that we are the only roadblocks to stop ourselves from doing anything or getting anything done. I would say I believe in I call it the paperclip theory. Sometimes we say that we can't do something. Sometimes it's for the smallest thing. And I believe that smallest thing is like a paperclip. And it sounds so silly, but that's the reality. Some of the things that, we can't do that because of X, Y, or Z. And that little small thing is sometimes as small as a paperclip. Like it stops us from getting out of a space, a paperclip, something as simple as that. And that sounds so silly and so small, but that's the reality when you take a step back and look at that one thing that you're saying that's stopping you from getting to whatever goal that you're trying to get to is a paperclip. Yep. You haven't even looked into it or gone deep into what is you're trying to do. You're just saying that I can't do that because of this one thing. It's
like a reflex for some people, bro.
Yeah,
it's like,
it is.
I can't do it. Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, no. I had another conversation with another brother of ours that I'm going to have here pretty soon. And he says, Gary, I'm not a yes man. He said, but I have no problem telling the commanding officer, yes, we can do it, but here's the cost, right? If you really want it done, it's going to take this many people, take this many hours, take this much training. And that's what it's really all about for me. Like you said, don't let the paperclip make you say no. Think about it for a second. Actually consider, can I do it? Can I do hard things? And then say, all right, well, here's what I got to do to get it done. And guess what? You could start having a mentality like that. You could take over the world, man. Yeah. Because a lot of people just saying no, can't do it. Sorry.
Yeah. And as a junior sailor, I used to be that guy who said no with no reason. Yeah. Why can't we do this? No, we can't do that. Why? I don't know. There was no reason. It was just an automatic no out of my mouth.
Yeah. My cadets at the school, my students, even my own kids and my wife, they'd be like, we can't do that. I'm like, what? Have you met me? We can do whatever we want. What?
Yeah, facts. You can.
You gotta give me a better reason than that. Like,
yeah. You'd be surprised.
Matter of fact, no, I really want to do it.
Yeah.
All right. So in the Chiefs mess, we got deck plate leadership, institutional technical expertise, professionalism, character, loyalty, active communication, and a sense of heritage. Which one of those is your favorite?
I'll probably have to go with deck plate leadership. I've used that so many times. Matter of fact, I even used it not too long ago when I was talking to somebody about when something wasn't getting done. Being out there on the deck plates, leading somebody. Something wasn't getting done. They're like, oh, yeah, it's getting done. And we started walking around. And the thing that
Yeah.
this person thought was getting done hadn't even gotten started, and they didn't know why. This is why, as I was training him to be a leader, like, where are they at? You said it was getting done. I don't know where they're at. They were sitting in a space waiting for somebody to go get some paint at 12 o'clock, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning. Deck plate leadership.
Hey, it's almost to that point where it's like I teach people, be careful of making finite statements. Like, are you gonna bet your anchors on that one, boss? Like, are you gonna?
Yeah.
Are you for sure? Because the opposition always gets a vote, man, and the opposition may be that sailor who wanted to take extra time at the smoke pit, and they didn't make it there on time. You can't control that. No, I get you. And be invisible on them deck plates, right? Letting them know that you're going to be around there and you're going to come see what's up. All right. Would you rather lead or follow?
That's a great question. Because number one, I'd rather lead, but at the same time, so if I have, depending upon who my leader is, like, I have no problem being a follower, but number one, I'd rather lead. But if I have somebody who I know can lead, I can enhance their leadership by following, because now I can influence everybody who's on that team too. But first and foremost, I'm leading.
Yep. I love it, man. And I'm the same way. I tell people, I tell people, I told my sailors, or I told my students, when I was a first class petty officer, I was just snatching everything. Because I was hungry. When I made chief, I learned like to have courtesy at the table. And I'd be like, oh, would you like one of those things, or can I have one of those? But then every once in a while, if I really want, I would just take it anyway.
Yeah.
You know,
sometimes it gotta be like that.
You had to sometimes, right?
Yeah. Sometimes it has to be like that.
Sometimes you got to be like that. All right, brother, that's going to wrap it up. You have any saved rounds or alibis?
I could talk all day long if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. I would like to say it's an honor for anybody who's listening. I would like to say, you know what? For you cadets that are out there, enjoy your time while you're doing this. Take some time to learn whatever you can, learn the life lessons, and listen to the people who are significantly older than you, like Mr. Gary Wise here. He's a great man, and myself, I'm significantly older. You'd be surprised what you can learn. Try a lot of things, learn a lot of things, and just, be smart in the decisions that you're making. Think about what you're doing before you do it. Yeah. But again, like I'm gonna tell you, like I said earlier, nothing's gonna stop you except you. You are the only roadblock that's gonna stop you from getting what you want and what you want to do. Take a step back. If you're stressed, take a step back and take a deep breath, and then take things one step at a time. You can get it done. Yeah. That's what I got, Gary.
That's it, bro. I think that's solid. I remember, I don't know if you remember this or not, but there was more than a few times, but there was one time in particular, we were in the Chiefs mess on the Blue Ridge, and I used to love hanging out in the Chiefs mess. I would just go down there, be kicking it, drinking coffee, whatever it was, talking with my Chiefs. And I remember you just came in there one day. You always had your hard hat on and stuff, and you came down there, and you was just in the conversation. You just chill. And I just remember thinking, like, man, Dom is he's a good dude. He's a good chief, bro. You weren't giving us no weird energy, nothing like that. And you were just a solid guy, bro. And I really appreciate that. And I appreciate the support that you sent my way, man, and the support that you showed the show. And thank you again for the beautiful coins. I'm gonna take them to the school and show them to the kids. Right? I'm gonna make sure they don't steal them though. I gotta bring them back home. I love my kids to death, but some of them got sticky fingers. Hey, but it's okay. But I thank you very much for your time, bro. Thank you for sharing your story with the world. And if you ever need anything, man, you let me know, okay?
Yep, same here. You know where I'm at.
Yep, for sure. All right, bro. I'll see you later. Bye, everybody.
All right, bro. Later, man.
Later.
And I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this. Don't care for the critics, my words are like physics, a force that they can't stop. They just don't get it, I think they forget I'm not done till I'm on top. I know I was born for this. I know I was born for this.